la ciencia.
Ande la ciencia.
What's up, taters? Hold on, let me get my chats all in a row. Hold on. Hi, Michael. Hi, Michael. Okay, that is my chat. Let me go ahead and get Kick chat together, and I always do YouTube chat the last. Okay, I said I got that chat together. And there's that. Yeah, Suits did it. Suits did this for me. Okay, hold on a second. Let me get. Bullet in my beard. What are you doing here, buddy? How are you? Wait a minute. You're not from my political channel. You're a regular here. I'm thinking you're a part of my political channel. Yes, Suits created this for me. Okay, first of all, Suits created a very sexy picture of me as a police officer. I have that illustration animation on my old computer. Let me see. Yeah, I never did download it on this computer here. Hold on a second. Let me. There we go. So, he created another picture. He created this for me, and I was like, and of course, it just it was all the boobs were the same, but my shoulders were exposed, and I showed it to my husband. He was like, "Nope." I said, "Okay," and I was like, "Can we use another picture?" You know what I'm saying? The boobs are really out on this one. And then he was like, "Well, what about the police one?" I said, "Well, yeah, the police one is pretty sexy, but it's covered up." You know what I'm saying? And I was like, "Yeah, let's use the police one." I wish I had the police version on on this computer here. So there you can let me see if I hold on a second. Let me see something here. No, I don't have it on this computer. I have it on my other computer. So he created this for me, and using the original picture. You know what I'm saying? I also like he got my skin tone down right, because the other guy it was kind of hard for him to get my skin tone. You know what I'm saying? It kept me just he made me a little lighter than usual, but not to the point where I'm looking like Myron trying to look like light skin. You know what I'm saying? So he got me down pack on this one. So I was like, he gave it to me yesterday, and I didn't use it because I was like, well, I don't need to use it because I'm going to be in front of the camera. I was going to be in front of the camera today, and I was like, man, I got so much work to do. So I got 4 videos I have to edit, 2 for my political channel, 2 for here. I finished editing the audio version, the audio version to Jasmine and I's space. Instead of me releasing the Secret Room XX podcast tomorrow, I'm going to release that tomorrow. And it's going to be on the premiere. So you guys going to want to really watch that, okay? The only thing I got to do with that video is add in all her pictures and do her links and stuff like that. So there's that. And then I'm going to upload, and then I finished the video on our podcast. Then I got to make a Myron exposed video. So he did a space. He did a stream with Angie. This is the thing about it. Y'all want to clown me? I dare any of you all to have 3 chats in front of you and talk while still keeping track of what's going on in the chats, in addition to your own OBS. Okay, y'all couldn't do this. This is very, very difficult to keep track of this. But anyway, and the only way I can understand what I'm looking at is I have to close my eyes or look away. But Myron was on Sneako's stream today, of course, talking bad about black women. But he was talking about this woman. It was a white woman, calling her a prostitute just because she has a page that has nice pictures on. But she doesn't, though. That's the thing. I went and I was like, she doesn't have this. She doesn't have a Fansly. She doesn't have any of that. So, but even if she did, I just want you to understand, he's so jealous of women like this. He's so jealous. And also what this is doing is making the white supreme pieces very angry. And then he was on Sneako's stream saying, yeah, I was debating them. I wish whoever clipped that channel, clipped that space, I wish they would have got the full thing. This is one, and Lily can tell you, one of my pet peeves is being a good clipper. A lot of people don't know what they're doing. Okay, they either got the sound too low. Listen, you'll never go wrong with a loud sound. People rather have the sound be loud than it be too low. Never forget that. So they'll have the sound too low, or they clip it at the wrong time, or they clip it in at the wrong time. It's just they're not good clippers. And I was trying to figure out who was the originator of this clip? Let's get to it. Who is the originator of this clip? Because also they clipped out that it was a whites only space. As every time I think about it, I just realized, because for example, here's a space they did. See? This is the recent one they did yesterday. They had a whole lot of people come in there. I only listened for anonymously about 10 minutes and I was like, I had enough of the white power, brother, white power, sister, white power. I was like, okay, I'm done with this. You know what I'm saying? They have the right to have their little space, but I'm so not, because I was thinking that Myron's going to be in there, but he didn't show up. But to not get the title when you're clipping a video, when you're clipping these people, you know what I'm saying? It sucks. It's stupid. Like, why would you do that? Because people don't understand. Listen, they're like, what's this N-word doing in here? That's what's the N-word doing in here. That's a good question. What is he doing in here when it's a white only space? So Myron says, oh, I went in there to debate. No, he didn't. The kick title needs again, they still haven't fixed it. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? Hold on. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do until they fix it. Hold on a second. Hold on. Where am I at? Hold on. No. Okay, there we go. I'm so tired. When are they going to fix that? Why is that a problem? Ah! So he lied. I know we got new people in. Guys, thank you. The new thing that you see was created for me by Suits. And it's my new thing. I love it. Hold on, let me drink my soda. Ooh, that's strong. Oh. But yes. Those of you who are looking at the camera, this is my new avatar. I love let's talk about that, and we'll get back into the Myron thing. So I love the details he put in it. Like, you can see the glowing of the candles on the TV screen. I thought that was like, oh, that is so cute. He took the images of my godchildren, put them in the picture, put the little like, he wanted to know everything I wanted to put on there. I was like, I'm pretty simple. I'm like a very, very simple person. So he took actually, if you look at the two, hold on, let me put them together. Oh, no, did I? Oh, yeah. It won't show. It won't show because I took it. I took it out. Okay, I got it. Okay, but anyway, so I can't compare the two because I realized I took the other one out in order to replace this one. But the other one had me in a dress, and this one has me in my police uniform, a sexy police uniform. Okay, with the moon and stars in the background and a nice, like I like his detail actually. I like how he takes close to detail. Like you can see the books are obvious. He put my title faintly so it doesn't clash. Now I got it a little covered up. I got to fix it a little bit. Hold on, let me see if I can do that now. Dun, 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 went in China. Went to China. Okay, there we go. So got Tree of Logic in the up at the top right here. So there you go. I like it. It looks good. I love I love how he animates me. And yeah, so he made this yesterday. So I decided to use it today because I was like, I got so much work to do. I don't feel like getting in front of the camera today. So, and this is what I was telling Jasmine. I was like, dude, I don't when I have to take pictures and do videos, it's like getting, you know, pretty. It's like, ugh. I bring the drip with wet. That's right, Kim. Come on, girl. Let's sing the song. God, I hate that I got into Doja Cat so late. And trust me, I wouldn't have got into that song had it not been for me working out. Like that's my walking song. You know what I'm saying? Because when I lift weights, I listen to hard, heavy metal, hard rock, right? But when I do my walking, I only listen to R&B, and so I'm mainly listening to Nicki and Doja, and I'm like, dang, dude, I love it. Doja Cat sang that song at Coachella. Yes, we saw that. They were nice and nasty. Parents got mad. Did they really? I thought, wait a minute, Coachella is for adults, right? My workout song is Ocean by Tori Kelly. So, I thought Coachella was for grown adults. But yeah, I was listening to that on loop as I was walking today. So, I bring the drip with wet. I bring that drip with wet. There go Suits. In OBS, you need to play around with holding Shift and Alt to control the resize of the video of the window perfectly into the television screen. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I believe it or not, I just did it. I just put it up there today. I'm gonna play with it. Play with it. I'm gonna play with it tonight. So there's Suits, y'all. Give Suits his flowers. This is the one. He's the one who created this for me. I absolutely love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. So thank you so much. But yeah, I'll play around with it when I get a chance. I think she was online calling people kids broken con. What's that thoughts? Oh, I like that. Imagine going to somebody and telling their mama, you know what? Can you get your broken condoms? Can't you get your broken condoms out of them damn? Who is this? I'm sorry, Best Clips. What gender are you? Hold on. Nah. Son Dormant, I wanted to know what gender he is. Okay, well, he's banned anyway. I think he's a male. Hold on a second. Who is this? Okay, well, Best Clips, you're banned. My moderator, Son Dormant, just banned you. So feel free to stay subscribed, though. You can keep my numbers up, but I'm afraid you're not going to be allowed to talking. I'm probably a dude. Okay, well, best clips. You are not seen or heard, but your numbers can be doing. Your numbers will do very well in my subscriber count. So stay subscribed, because the only way you can speak in my chat is if you subscribe to my channel. So feel free to stay subscribed, but you will no longer be able to talk. Boom! Headshot! You will not be seen or heard in my comments section or in my chat ever again. Goodbye. Hold on, though. Yo, I don't know. Does Doja Cat and I have the same type of do we have the same type of edginess? She calls them kids broken condoms. Oh my God, that's awesome. That's absolutely awesome. Jeez. Okay, no wonder I like her. But anyway, so that's what I do. I tend to listen to that while I'm walking. I don't do any like running. I do walking and sometimes speed walking. And so I listen to on Pandora. I have a Pandora account that I pay for, so I don't have to listen to no damn commercials. And so that, yeah, I know her dad is a Dusty. I know her dad is a Dusty. I trust me. Listen, I said I like her music. I said I ain't getting relationships for advice from her. From the looks of it, well, let me just say this: has she ever been put on blast by her man like Cardi B has been put on blast by is it Future? No, not Future. What is the didn't do she end up marrying but she now divorcing? I really don't know his name. I forget his name. Offset. Doja only dates white boys. Oh my God, we're the same. Boom, headshot. Okay, hold on. Does those white boys do give her a providership? That's what I want to know. Hold on, why y'all keep selling Doja Cat to me? Y'all like, what, Doja Cat got some daddy issues. Then you're like, well, Doja Cat only date white boys. I'm like, okay, well, I already like her as it is. What else do y'all want? Okay. I'm like, if she's not being treated like Cardi B, as long as she doesn't, listen, the only way you can get me to not like Doja Cat is if she gets treated like Offset, like Cardi B with Offset. Okay. If she acts like Cardi B, that's the best way for me to just be turned off by her and her music. Okay. I don't like that. I don't have no respect for no woman who allows to be no Dusty. Are you serious? You making more money than this clown? You let him treat you any kind of way, cheating in your freaking face? No, Doja is major alpha when she's a bad bitch and doesn't give a F. Okay. Doja's dad effed her up so bad she slumps with white supreme pieces. What's white supreme pieces? Wait! What white supreme piece? Y'all making that up now. What white supreme piece is she's slumming with? She really meant it when she said when she says, oh, na, come up in your crib, open up your fridge, tank, look at what they did, I can't sing the words because I got to keep this channel monetized. Abba and Preach made a video on this. Did they really, Dean? Her brother is supposedly really abusive to her, but she loves him and supports his music. Oh, no. Well, I can't get mad at her that way, okay? Because some of y'all stay true to your daggone family members and you don't get rid of them. So it's something about people talking about some blood thicker than water. I don't care. I don't care. Okay. So you family members who treat me wrong get the boot. They are dead to me. They called her out a while back for hanging in chat rooms with R words. Oh, is that all they called her out for? Oh, it's not worth me looking at then. I don't care about. Listen, I had a pleasant conversation with a white supreme pizza in reference to Myron and telling him to tell his group of white supreme pieces that whites only means whites only. I'm just saying, like, I'm like, excuse me, white man, excuse me, can we have a conversation? Okay, I need you to understand that whites only means whites only. Myron is not white. He wants to be white, but he is not white. I don't like how you white supreme pieces want validation from black people. Okay? Yeah, no, I did. It was on Twitter. Hold on. It was on Twitter. It was on, well, TJ can show it to you. I'm sure TJ's seen it. I'm not gonna go because it's a little too risky to. Here we go. Right here. I'm having this conversation. He was in the chat. He came in and he was in the chat. And he came to talk about, and I was like, okay, you seem reasonable. So let's have a conversation. So yeah. I literally did say to him, actually, I'll go ahead and read it. Hold on. I'm not going to read all of it. I'm just going to read, I'm going to read what I said to him. Okay, here we go. This is what I said to him, right? Because we was having a back and forth about, the white space. And I said, you seem pretty reasonable, so let's have an honest conversation about this. That was a whites only space. The person who gave him a speaker role was the co-host who is white. Myron is black. And you all couldn't keep true to your own standards and rules by allowing him to speak. So I had a problem, they always want to blame the juice, right? My problem is it's never the juice problem. It's your problem. It's white people problem. You're the problem. You are the problem to your own people, not anybody, not blacks, not the juice, not anybody. Orange juice ain't got none of that. You did this. You all had a white space and you still couldn't keep up to your own standards. Sue, thank you so much for the Australian $5. Oh, check Twitter, dancing police tree, etc. Tweeted it at you as well as your 4 favorite men. Oh, Lord, I don't know if I want to see the 4 favorite men. Okay, I'm going to check it out. I said, Myron is black, and you all couldn't keep true to your own standards and rules by allowing him to speak. Myron is there because he identified with that crowd. However, my problem with whites like you is your need for black validation. Sad. Ask yourself this. If that was a blacks only space, do you think they would allow you to speak? The answer is no. Why? Because unlike whites, blacks know how to stick to their code. And it's true. It's true. Black folks ain't gonna never bend no rules. If they say it's a black only space, they're not making an exception to any rule. So don't blame the orange juice because you don't hold those same standards. It's always been my problem with these people, right? So I said, you people don't. They don't hold the code. They always bend to their own rules and they want to blame the orange juice. And I said, this is why I took this opportunity to show you why you people always lose. Everything you blame the orange juice for is actually your fault. This is one of them. The point is that was a whites only space and he shouldn't have been there, period. Boom, headshot. That's where I came in. This is what I said. That was a white only space. He was not supposed to be there. Yeah, here you are bragging to me about holding him, holding his own like he's your baby brother. And we had a really good dialogue. You know what I'm saying? We had it was a good dialogue between us, right? I couldn't continue it because I had to go prepare for the stream. But, you know, that made me mad that he was see, let me just explain to you all my 4D chess, right? I want Myron to be alienated. He's already alienated himself with blacks, period, okay? He's alienated himself with a lot of Hispanics and Catholics and also certain white people. But he only feels comfortable with those who are white supreme pieces who hate the Jews, because there are a lot of whites who like Jewish people. So he alienated them. So he only feels comfortable with people like Jake Shields, Nick Fritos, the Groypers and stuff like that. So my purpose, and I'm fully transparent, is to say, excuse me, Mr. White Supreme Pieces, if you're going to be white supreme pieces, can you, like, you know, stop bending your own stupid rules? Can you stop allowing black people into your space? Because I want you to understand, it's your fault. This is why y'all always lose. Why y'all always, so that was my point. And by the way, I'm not saying, let me just say this. I'm not saying, okay, exactly TJ said these new races are weak as hell. Facts. So anytime a black woman say, excuse me, Mr. KKK, you're not supposed to allow black people into your spaces. Did you not forget the code? Because I want him alienated. Now, don't get me wrong. I love when he's been put on blast. But now, because like I said, this is his kink. You all don't realize. Wait, where am I at? Hold on. This is his kink. He gets off on this. I'm taking the kink away. I'm literally going up to the white supreme pieces and say, hey, how about y'all stop inviting him into the space regardless? Why can't y'all stay to your own code? Why can't y'all be like black folks? Huh? What's going on? Y'all can't even stick to your own white power code, whatever. So I checked in on, where is it? Where is it? Here we go. So I checked in and had my a screen recorder ready to see if Myron was going to come into this group. Okay. And he never showed up. But I also, that's evil tree. Hey girl, I'm very evil. Anyway, so I wanted to see, because I said blacks have the right to have their black only spaces and whites deserve to have their own whites only spaces. Okay. So I was like, that's what I was doing. Because I want him alienated. And I was like, I was going to see if Myron showed up, put his hand up to request to speak, and to see if they was going to ignore him or let him back into the space again. He never showed up. Boom, headshot. He never showed up. I think this one right here, I think, where am I? I think this space right here, it really did him in, because everybody's talking about it. Everybody is like clowning him about it. And that's because they missed the first two. But I think the reason why everybody is focused on this clip is because this is out of all the 3 clips, this is the best clip. Whoever clipped this did a good job. The person who clipped the second time, the volume was too low. Okay? The first time this happened, nobody clipped it at all. So this is the first time somebody gives a good, somewhat a decent clip. The audio is great. The only thing they didn't do is they didn't get the entire, they didn't do the entire title. So Hotep Jesus said, so anytime Hotep Jesus hear about it, that means the black community over that side has heard about it, right? So he says, oh, let me get the context of why he's asking me this, right? So I said, y'all heard me say this, right? And I said, I don't go to places where I don't belong or where I am not wanted. Myron wants to be loved by white racists so badly that he's willing to be publicly humiliated for it. I have a funny feeling this is his new kink because this is the third time this has happened. And then Hotep said, why you say it's a kink? Crying, laughing, emoji face. And I was serious. I wasn't joking though. Like, I don't know. I know y'all think I joke a lot, but I swear to God, I am serious. If I don't put a lot of emoji faces, even if I do, I'm being, I'm still laughing. Anyway, I said, easy, check this out. I'm back to doing pro dom work part-time. So this is my level of expertise. 2, this is the third time, same scenario. 3, listen to how soft his voice gets when the white supreme pizza calls him the N-word. That the total opposite of how Myron talks to women. He yells, cusses, humiliates, and even degrades women who disagrees with him. However, in this space, like the last 2, he becomes the quote-unquote woman by willfully subjecting himself to this form of abuse. This type of kink is called race play. I told you guys about this yesterday. I said I get a lot of white people, especially white supreme pieces, who want to play race play with me, treating them like they are actual field slaves. You get some orange juice people who go to little white people of German descent, if they are not German themselves, and treat them like they're in Auschwitz. You have some, let me see. You have, hold on. Blacks, I forgot about this. You have black men who literally go to white women, particularly with blonde hair, and have them treat them like they are on a plantation and call them all kinds of humiliating N-words, put them on a actually I had to do a scenario and I got to be careful because I don't want to get in trouble, but there was this guy this black guy who was into this, and he wanted to be put on an auction, and wanted the dominatrix who he would submit to for this play to be one of the buyers, and she said, well, if I'm going to buy you, you're going to have to give me the money, right? And so he gave him the money, and then I was acting like I'm selling him, right? And then we put him on the block with 2 other guys who was in on it. They weren't submissive. They were just black. But we needed more than one person to play along. And she came in there, and I had him in these old raggedy old boxers. And he had no shoes on, no shirt on, and everything. He had the shackles from his neck attached to his wrist. And she says, how much for this N-word? She actually said the N-word, right? How much for this N-word? And I said, well, this one right here is not the best of the bunch, but I guess I was selling for you 5,000. 5,000? That's too much. Like, open your eyes. And she said, open your mouth, N-word. And he'll open his mouth. She'll really roughly grab him by his jaw, look in his mouth to see if he had those teeth. And then she'll pull his teeth. She would pull his mouth to the side to see if he has a couple of cavities. He hasn't been, I don't know. He might not last long because he probably have tooth decay and this, that, the other. Then I was like, hey, listen, I'll put some new dentures in there for free, okay? But $5,000. Then she'll say, turn around. And then she'll pull down. I can't go into it. I'm about to. Anyway, the same way they would examine slaves in the auction block, She did the same, and it was actually hilarious. The two black guys that were standing there, saying they just couldn't believe this was going on, but they got paid. Don't get me wrong; they didn't do this for free. They got paid. Okay, so there's that. This one's saying you be surprised of people's kink, and I'm telling you that Myron enjoys this. There are people who love public humiliation. And Myron enjoys this type of humiliation, but I don't think he means it to be public, if that makes sense, right? Because I don't think because the first time this happened, nobody really captured it. We just all talked about it. The second time it happened, the audio was so bad, that video didn't go viral at all. And then now this one, the video is kind of going semi viral because it's a good clip. And even Sneako's talking about it. Because Sneako didn't even know that this is the third time this has happened. He thinks this is the first time this has happened. And that's the importance of a good clip. You understand? That's why when you clip something, you got to make sure the volume is good. And that it's clip where you can see everybody. But like I said, the only thing wrong with this clip is it doesn't have the title. Hold on a second. Let me see what suits. Okay. Oh, here we go. This is there. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. It won't. Sorry, Suze. I don't know. Oh, here we go. Is it working now? There we go. Yes, baby. Yeah. Oh, come on. This is not you, Suze. This is my computer. Oh, you got it to do something new. What? Oh, come on. Okay, here we go. I don't know why my computer is like doing this where yes, girl, yes, girl, yes, girl. Okay. My computer is making me mad by doing this. Hold on, let me set it. What in the world? Okay, I do not dance like that, Suits. I like this one, though. I like this one. Take the picture. Take the picture. Look at my butt as I'm walking away. Take the picture again. Here I come back for some more. Yes, girl. Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you so much, Susan. I appreciate that. Yes. I'll make sure to download that when I get a chance. Body yaddy 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 yaddy. Yes, I know. That boot 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 booty. Okay. I just did. I scrolled up. I saw the 4 men. Didn't like them. I saw the 4 men. I saw the 4 men that you had up there. You didn't see me scroll up? I was like, okay, I don't like these 4 men, so I'm not even going to click on these guys. I saw them already. Who was the one that's shirtless again? Was that supposed to be, no, because hold on. The thing's not working. Oh, see, who's this? Oh, I think that's Zerka. Zerka. This is supposed to be Krusty One. This is supposed to be Myron. And Andrew Tate. I don't care about these guys. I'm sorry. I'm not clicking on that. I hate these men. Suits, I hate these men. Oh, that's Sneako. Oh, okay. No, I hate them guys. I don't care about them. You know, me, no. I don't click on them. I click on me. I'm beautiful. Okay. Yum, yum, yum. Time to animate a few more. I think that's what you. No, time to animate a fivesome. Now you can animate all you want. I'm not gonna play it. I'm only gonna deal with me. Okay. All right. So let's get into some videos. So let's go over the whole thing with Nick. Yeah, let's just go over this with the Nick Avocado. Everybody is like, I'm proud of him, but watching him eat all those noodles make me think that he's not gonna stay this thin that long. You know what I'm saying?
Always 2 steps ahead. So I am the villain because I made myself one.
Dude, not gonna lie, the edit went hard. Bro went from 5 guys to 1. Baba booey. No intro today. Fat guy lost weight, and it's incredible. This is probably the coolest thing a YouTuber's ever done since the PewDiePie bridge incident. Nikocado straight up dropped the avocado and gained so much aura, it just radiates out of him, DBZ style. Drops an absolute cult classic, 2 steps ahead, and goes on a Joker-esque monologue, which is just bone-tingling.
2 steps ahead. I am always 2 steps ahead. This has been the greatest social experiment for my entire life. It's alluring. It's compelling. It's gripping.
Nikocado Avocado is a grade A-level entertainer, and somehow you flipped it back on the audience. It was actually our fault for consuming. Him eating and throwing cheeseburgers around his car made it.
Dude, are you serious? Hold on.
And somehow you flipped it back on the audience. It was actually our fault for consuming. Him eating and throwing.
Come on now. Are you serious? Look at how big his stomach is. I wonder. Okay, I'm happy. He did become Lex Luthor sites. I'm happy he lost the weight. How many years did he stay this weight? It makes me think that, like, I wonder, did he do any damage? Okay, Suits, thanks again for the animation background. I really, really appreciate it. Appreciate it. Love ya. Yeah, Nessa, he didn't get no gastric bypass. So he had to do Ozempic, go back on his vegan diet. Who said this yesterday? Whoever said this was right on track. If you have a background in some extreme diet, you can't go back to that. So if you're used to, you said it, Kim. Yeah, Kim was right. I believe, cause I told you guys I've been vegan since 1999, and I may have slipped up every now and then, but when I decided to be pescatarian, it took 6 to 7 months for me to literally start eating fish again. And still, to this day, I still eat mostly vegetarian, right? But because if you have been doing something so extreme like that, and fasting as well, which is true, you can lose the weight fast with Ozempic and a little bit of exercise. So I think thanks, Smiley. I think Ozempic plus him going back on his vegan, not vegan, probably say vegetarian, because those noodles we saw yesterday had cheese in it, right? So, by the way, you're not supposed to pet a bird on the back like he does, because it activates their sex hormones and make them think you're trying to mate with them. You're only supposed to pet him on the head. He shouldn't have Joel. Not only, okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know that about the petting. I had a problem with him kissing the bird. I had a problem with him kissing the bird. I was like, stop kissing that bird. And then one of y'all said something about that's how we got bird flu. Oh, God. Are you familiar with the fatty train wrecks like Amberlynn and Foodie? Yes. I don't listen. I'm not here to talk about these fat people I don't really care about. The only reason I'm talking about Nick Avocado is because he lost the weight. Like, like Amberlynn and Foodie Beauty, I don't care about those heifers. I really don't. If they were to croak tomorrow, I would not care. I wouldn't even feature them. Like, I don't care about them. Like, Nick is different because one, he was a vegan like I was, right? And two, you know, I hate mukbang, and he's such a POS, right? He's so easily to hate, and then for him to lose all that weight, now I'm thinking like because he hasn't told y'all how he lost the weight, right? Right? He only said how much he lost. He hasn't told you guys how he lost it, right? So we're all guessing. People thought it was gastric bypass, but when you look at all those, like he ate a bunch of cheese noodles. He ate like a whole bunch of cheese noodles. I was like, nah, he doesn't have no gastric bypass surgery. He doesn't have no gastric bypass surgery because you could not eat all those noodles. That was a big plate of noodles. You couldn't eat all that with gastric bypass surgery. So I'm thinking like, you lost all this weight and you still eating all this stuff? Like, that's just nasty. But anyway, I only paused on this because I was like, I wonder, for his gut to be this big and spread out, I wonder, did he do any internal damage? You know what I'm saying? I want to know, did he do any internal damage to his body?
Cheeseburgers around his car, mate. And that's the thing. Who gives a f if he switches it on the audience and goes on a Joker-esque monologue? The dude lost 250 pounds.
I feel as if I'm monitoring ants on an ant farm. One follows another, follows another, follows another.
So-called free thinkers when the car in front slows down.
You are the ants.
Are we though?
I feel like I just got assaulted here. I'm filing charges. Before this video posted, the last upload was 7 months ago, and it's honestly impossible to lose 250 pounds in 7 months, so people were speculating that he actually pre-recorded these videos and was going on a Sigma grind set for like 2 years.
The joke's on you.
No, the joke's on you. You're the one that lived your life at 411 pounds.
I love Coach Greg! I love Coach Greg! Dude! Okay, thank you, Coach Greg. That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, I mean, yeah, I oh my God, that was so perfect. Let me do that at normal, at the normal speed. That was great.
On a Sigma grind set for like 2 years.
The joke's on you.
No, the joke's on you. You're the one that lived your life at 411 pounds. I didn't.
Dude, what the hell?
He's so right, dude. He's so right. Like the joke. Like, you ain't getting what you talking about. Now you did. You lived your life 411 pounds. You listen. You understand how much medication. It's such a good point, Dr. Greg. Sorry, not Dr. Greg. Such a good point, Greg. This is Greg. Coach Greg. Right. Such a good point. Nick had he was on several medications. He also was on a sleep apnea machine. I forgot what they're called, right? So he couldn't sleep laying down. And then he had a little small case of asthma. He got so many health problems and so many diseases and so much illnesses. And plus, you know, beginning arthritis, CPAP machine. Thank you, Georgia. So he was on a CPAP machine. So Coach Greg is right. Like, dude, what you talking about jokes on us? You were destroying your body for how many years? Hold on. How many years was he obese? How many years? Hold on a second. How many years was Nick Avocado obese. How many? Oh, come on now. Can some? I thought this is when I wish I had Chat GPT on here. It won't tell me. Does anybody know the answer to this? Seven or 8 years? Okay, well, that's not too long. No more than 6. Nah, he definitely been more than 6. Definitely been more than 6. Hold on. Let's go to his channel and find out ourselves. Hold on a second. Okay, let's see. Let's find out ourselves, shall we, chat? Okay, oldest. Okay, that was 7 years. Oh, you might be. Who is this? I might owe you an apology. Nessa, you might be right. You might be. Okay, here we go when he start to get big. But he's not obese here. He's not obese here. He's just gaining weight. He's not skinny anymore. Okay, he's gaining weight. I'm getting fat. All right, he's not obese yet. So he's getting big now. Still not obese, but he's getting fat. So this was... He's fat here, but not obese still. Okay. Would that be obese? No. Hold on, let me see.
Here we are at Buffet at Asia. We're here again, round 2, just like good old times. Trying to get over.
No, this is fat, right, chat? This is not obese. Yeah, this is fat. This is, yeah, don't, she's obese, but he's fat, right? Okay, all right, you guys agree with me. Okay, I'll say he's been this way for like 5 to 6 years. Whoever said that, I think it was Nessa. Nessa was right. He's been obese. He's been obese for 5 to 6. Okay, that's not long enough. Okay, he's obese definitely here. So let me see. He deleted so many videos, dude. He goes from 7 years. He deleted all the years of 5. He deleted all the years of 5, all the years of 6, and all the years of 4. And then, so he deleted 3 years of him being obese, and then goes from 3 years to 7 years. Y'all see this? Why did he do that? He deleted 3 years of videos from this channel. Because he's definitely obese here. He's obese here in the 3 years, right? Okay, he wasn't obese that long. Okay, I take it back then. I take it back. He wasn't I want to look at this again. He wasn't obese that long. So with him not being obese that long, I don't think it did long-term damage. It starts to do long-term damage when you hit 10 years. Okay? So, you know, there's some things that can't be repaired if you stayed obese that long.
Videos and was going on a Sigma grind set for like 2 years.
The joke's on you.
No, the joke's on you. You're the one that lived your life at 411 pounds. I didn't.
Dude, what the hell? Bro stopped eating and you still cooked them.
Having lost 250 pounds off of my body. Yet just yesterday, people were calling me fat and sick and boring.
And he's not wrong. The timing couldn't have been worse for Sunny V2. He released a video about Nikocado.
Yeah! I think he waited. I think Nick waited for this to happen. He waited for Sunny. Okay, so it's true. Whoever told me that video was on Nick's TikTok. Yes, thank you so much for making me realize I wasn't going insane. And then Sunny V did a video on him, you know, saying Nicocado's new video is honestly just depressing. Okay, come to find out it's an old video Nick had uploaded pretending he's still obese.
Aged like milk.
And everyone wonders why I'm posting less. I'm not happy. I don't like what I've done. I don't like what I've become.
Nicocado's recent video is so incredibly tragic, it makes all of his previous breakdowns seem like they were happy moments.
Maybe he was the ant Nikocado was talking about because truly villainous immediately after.
But his claim about money is a little more surprising.
The irony is I've barely made any money for the past 2-3 years.
I never believed this. I always Nick may be gluttonous, but he ain't stupid with his money, honey. Okay. He's making videos off of he's making money off of TikTok and his 2 YouTube channels. Yeah, he's making money. He ain't got to worry about nothing. He's a millionaire.
The dude's guap using some epic calculations, and Nikocado had him fooled, bruh.
To the extent that Nicocado's now struggling to survive.
This dude's a multi-millionaire and he fooled you. He'll be fine for himself.
Imagine if he disappeared off of YouTube for a year or 2, lost all the weight and built muscle, became an absolute Chad, and returned to YouTube as a violin YouTuber. The respect he'd receive would be insane.
Low-key, he did get a lot of respect, but he came back to his old content. What can I say? A man's gotta eat.
You're prostituting yourself over cheeseburgers again, aren't you?
Man's gotta eat, Julian.
Imagine he was 3 steps ahead, and he recorded this video knowing he was gonna get fat, and then he posted it later to do like some sort of inception. Now that would break the internet. Like, he's still fat, he just trolled everyone.
Nick's completely terrified of trying something new.
The worst part is I have an escape route, and I'm so afraid to take it.
The timeline just aligns way too well. It's almost like him and Sunny V2 planned this, like, genuinely.
2 steps ahead.
Yeah, he's probably 2 steps ahead of most people in line to the grave. Just because you lose all the weight, it doesn't undo all of the damage that you experience.
Okay, so I now want to watch. Okay, we're gonna watch. We're gonna watch Coach Greg's video because he's saying because I wrong? Could I be wrong saying that you have to be obese at least for 10 years for it to do lifetime long-term damage? Okay, cuz if he was only this obese for 5 to 6 years, and we just say 6 years because he deleted 3 years of videos. I'm thinking like, okay, well, he's thin now. As long as he stays thin now, there's a chance irreparable damage wasn't done. I don't know. This is I've never seen a case like this.
Bring 8 years of being morbidly obese.
This guy's a grade A level hater. Be happy for the guy. Come on, dude.
If you purposely make yourself fat for 8 years as a social experiment to see how people are going to react, it's still going to negatively impact your health.
Well, no Sherlock.
Oh my God! Oh no! If you can do that to your stomach, oh my God! If you can literally plop your stomach on top of a table like that, that's bad. Your poor colon.
So why are you looking at his gut, bro? What's going on?
You're looking at my gut? No.
Did he in fact document any of it? Now, what do you think we could have learned more from? Had he have documented his journey, we could have watched him eating recipes from my cookbook.
Dude, it's shameless self-promotion, bro. What are you
doing?
doing?
Yeah, let me tell you, Coach Greg is shameless. He'll tell it to you. Y'all can hate on him all you want to. Okay, he's funny. I'm sorry. I like him.
Going to the gym, putting the fork down, and inspiring all of us to lose weight along with him. But rather than that, we just see the before and the after.
It's still inspiring, though. The dude lost 250 pounds. I don't get it. He doesn't owe us anything. To a point, I agree. Seeing Nicocado's progress on, like, the treadmill or, like, the Stairmaster would be some insanely good content and would inspire a lot of people. But it comes off like you're just a hater, dude.
I most certainly would love to watch the videos of Nikocado in the gym, training, doing cardio, what he ate, how many calories, and so on.
I mean, hey, we on the same page here.
Imagine walking around at his peak 411 pounds, all for an experiment.
2 steps ahead. I am always 2 steps ahead. I am always 2 steps ahead.
I didn't even see this clip earlier. I'm actually lost for words. My jaw dropped to the ground.
Year after year after year.
He lost 7 years of weight in 7 months.
Okay, why am I looking at your video? Shoot.
Two steps ahead of everyone. The joke's on you.
No, the joke's on you. You're the one that lived your life at 411 pounds. I didn't. Coach Greg, in today's video, Nikocado Avocado loses all of the weight. Or did he? And so he recently posted a video. It's called 2 Steps Ahead. It's gotten close to 4 million views in under 12 hours. And so seeing as it's 2024, you have to be asking yourself, is this AI? Is it not possible that Nikocado simply had AI make an image of himself and say, hey, make a mukbang video. I'm just gonna sit back and watch me eat on camera and fool everybody.
2 steps ahead. I am.
No, there's no way. Listen, I don't think AI has gotten this advanced. I think it will get this advanced in the process, but I don't think so. No, if he got this skinny, he probably got loose skin removal.
Always 2 steps ahead.
Yeah, he's probably 2 steps ahead of most people in line to the great. Just because you lose all the weight, it doesn't undo all of the damage that you experienced during 8 years of being morbidly obese. And so to the same extent, I smoked a pack of cigarettes a day for 8 years and I wasn't even addicted. I just did it for fun. It was an experiment. And now I stopped smoking. And so, see, I win. If you purposely make yourself fat for 8 years.
I don't agree with this. Because you can heal your lung, depending upon how long you smoke cigarettes. So if you smoke cigarettes throughout your teens, 20s, 30s, 40s, and then you decide to stop them in your 50s, yeah, you done some irreparable damage to your lungs. Okay, good luck with that. But if you only been smoking for like 10 years, I think you can undo that. Kevon, good evening, Miss Tree of Logic, Hope, all well. Yes, it's fine. And so I think you can undo some damage. I'm gonna need Coach to explain how. Okay, maybe I just want to think about the best. Maybe I want to think positively about Nick not doing any damage to his body. Cause I'm sorry, 6 to 7 years is not it's a long time, but it's not that long. Guys, you can get loose skin removed through surgery. You can get loose. Y'all haven't saw the 600-pound life. There's so many times where people lose a lot of weight and they get the loose skin removed. I don't know. Let me see.
As a social experiment to see how people are going to react, it's still going to negatively impact your health. People, don't just think that you can abuse recreational drugs, steroids, cigarettes, alcohol, do it for 8 years, or perhaps even more, and think that it won't do anything negative to your health.
This has been the greatest social
But long term, though, I'm going to need to see some studies on this, though. I'm literally going to have to see this because this is something we have never seen before.
experiment.
Now, if it was in fact an experiment, it could have been done for about 8 months. Why would you have to do it for 8 years? And recently, I made a video. I spoke about how if Nikocado Avocado wanted to, he could lose all of this weight. He could even make mukbang videos of self-eating from my cookbook. Healthy, low-calorie, delicious meals for the big eater. He could use pizzas, the risottos, the ice cream, everything. And I do believe people would flock to his channel. Look, everyone, Nicocado's lost 200 pounds. Imagine that. And that he could document his journey. That he could inspire millions of people to lose weight, and it would do wonders for everyone.
I haven't made a video for like 2 years. Yeah, so it's been a long time.
And so what happened here is he...
What did you say?
That he could document his journey, that he could inspire millions of people to lose weight, and it would do wonders for everyone.
I haven't made a video for like 2 years. Yeah, so it's been a long time.
And so what...
Oh, he has not made a video for 2 years. I think the argument would be he was so severe. Some people might be a couple of cigs a day. Some people may have a very good rebuttal, Spitfire. Nick basically was the obese version of a chain smoker. Good rebuttal. Good rebuttal. And there is a difference between someone smoking a couple of cigarettes a day versus a pack a day. That's a big difference. That's a huge difference. I don't know. We have to find out. Let's see.
Happened here is he stopped recording videos about 2 years ago. He went on a weight loss journey. Did he in fact document any of it? Now, what do you think we could have learned more from? Had he have documented his journey, we could have watched him eating recipes from my cookbook, going for a walk, going to the gym, putting the fork down, and inspiring all of us to lose weight along with him. But rather than that, we just see the before and the after. We have no clue how he lost all the weight. Did he in fact get gastric bypass surgery? And what about all that loose skin? How did he lose that, or does he in fact have a ton of it? Will we ever know? Perhaps he's already recorded these videos. Perhaps he'll release them. I most certainly would love to watch the videos of Nikocado in the gym, training, doing cardio, what he ate, how many calories, and so on.
It's brilliant. And it's dangerous. I feel as if I'm monitoring ants on an ant farm.
Did he really need to do that for 8 years? And if he in fact was an actor all of this time...
Yeah, but he wasn't obese. We just fact-checked this, Greg. He wasn't obese for 8 years. Maximum amount of years he was obese is 6. So we just went back to his videos. So he definitely wasn't obese for 8 years. The maximum amount he was 6. How did he not get kidneys? He probably did get kidney stones. He just didn't film it. You know, there's a lot of things he could have done. He just didn't film it.
Perhaps a greater sociopath than even Mike Israetel. Are you going to waste 8 years of your life? And when I say waste, I absolutely mean it. Imagine walking around at his peak 411 pounds, all for an experiment.
2 steps ahead. I am always 2 steps ahead.
And so if somebody told me, Coach Greg, you will get 1 billion followers on YouTube, and you will be a billionaire, no, scratch that, a trillionaire, have more money than every human being on this planet. All you have to do is get up to 411 pounds, wouldn't do it. Wouldn't even try.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it either. 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 I wouldn't do it. That is my hell. I think for those of us who have fitness in our life for most of our lives, that's just unthinkable. Okay? That's just unthinkable. It's just, I couldn't do it. 400, no, not at all. Not at all. No, I agree with him on this one. I agree with him on that one, yeah.
Wouldn't even consider it. No way would it worth it to be to become morbidly obese over 400 pounds for 8 years just to become a trillionaire and to have 1 billion followers. I could be the most beloved man on this planet. It wouldn't be worth it. And so what is the point? A social experiment? I wanted to be an asshole, to be seen as a meme, to have everyone make fun of me because they're all a bunch of ants? I wanted that for me? That made me happy? How?
It's so true. It's so true. How? Now that he breaks it down, it sounds like Nick is coping. It sounds like a damn cope. It's like, wait a minute. Yeah, he's right. He's right. He's right. Like, oh, yeah, true. Kim said, a trillionaire? Damn, I would. Yeah, not me. I mean, those of you who would do it, I totally respect that. You know what I'm saying? I think there's some things I would do. to be a trillionaire, to be morbidly obese like that at 411 pounds, nah. I turned down that money quick. I wouldn't have a quality of life at all. And I don't want to ruin my chances for longevity on this earth. Okay? I will cut my hair. And I love my hair, by the way. I love my dreads. I will cut my hair before I would gain weight like that. That's where I
It's mesmerizing. It's spellbinding. All these little consumers.
And he stands there with his panda bear hat on, with his cocky attitude. I am better than all of you. I'm 2 steps ahead. I control everything that you do. No, you don't. We control you. We got you to get yourself over 400 pounds. We got yourself to lose all this weight. You're doing everything that we, or in fact, Greg would have wanted to see.
See,
what?
now I see the bird getting horny. Now did you? Now look. The bird is lifting up his booty. Someone saying, "Ooh, come on, daddy." Like the bird is getting horny. Somebody go tell him to stop rubbing the bird like this. The bird is doing a shimmy on the daggone perch.
You to lose weight to motivate people to see that you can change your life and that you can do it. And so if Nikocado can lose all this weight, don't you think that you can?
Today I woke up from a very long dream, having lost 250 pounds off of my body.
And so you're all thinking, how is it possible that he lost all this weight? He lost 7 years of weight in 7 months. Well, it wasn't 7 months. It was, in fact, 2 years. I think we all failed the social experiment. What were we supposed to do? If we had passed...
Hold on, what did that say? Hold on a second.
Possible that he lost all this weight. He lost 7 years of weight in 7 months. Well, it wasn't 7 months. It was, in fact, 2 years.
I think we all failed the social experiment.
Think we all failed the social experiment. What were we supposed to do? If we had passed the social experiment, what were we supposed to do? Were we supposed to say, oh, I love Nikocado. He's so funny. I love that he's dating.
Nah, I still don't like Nick. Just because he lost all that weight does not mean... I'm not going to watch this man eat no daggone food. I don't like mukbang. I just don't. I topped out at 432 for free. In my defense, it was undiagnosed hormonal disorder. I don't even eat a lot. I just refused to go to the doctor because none of them took me seriously. Oh man, I'm so sorry to hear that, Mags. Even the bird noticed the change. Yeah, I can't look. Yeah, so I would say that Nick is coping. Him losing all this weight did not make me subscribe to this channel. I told you, I'm not going. We tried to watch him eat those noodles yesterday and I couldn't get through it. I was too busy concerned about the bird. And after a while, it was just making me sick. It was literally making me nauseous. And so I stopped watching it. I can't watch I know some of you all can, and good for you. I can't watch people eat. I just can't.
250 pounds. That's so great for his health. Oh, it's okay. He'll lose the weight later on. It's not okay to gain 250 pounds just because you're then going to lose it. It doesn't work like that. You can't simply undo all the damage of being morbidly obese by losing all that weight. He's only 1 step away from becoming a fitness YouTuber. Now, had he have documented his weight loss journey, he absolutely would have been a fitness influencer. He would have been telling people, put the fork down, you can be healthy, I'm stopping doing all those mukbang videos. But what has he demonstrated? He's basically just shoving it in our faces. No, he's shoving it in his face. He's literally doing the mukbang video. And so what do you think is going to happen? If he continues to do these mukbang videos, overeating all these calories, do you not think he's going to regain the weight? And so who is going to laugh last? Weight up, create drama, makes millions, lose weight, and enjoy life now. Such a good character writing. Problem is you can't simply undo all those years of being morbidly obese just because you lost the weight. Well, for example, when you have elevated blood pressure for years, it puts a toll on the heart. And it doesn't simply go away just because you stop abusing it. Bro really outplayed us all. And so when I saw this video, you thought I would have been gagged. But yet, I expected it. I was waiting to see when Nikocado Avocado would lose all of this weight. He'd previously mentioned about how we were all ants. I was thinking, why isn't he losing the weight? And why isn't he posting so many videos? And so, in my opinion, this is not shocking in the slightest. I expected him to lose weight, and previously I'd been thinking, imagine if this guy were to just lose weight in secret. There was speculation that he was going to be on some sitcom, some TV show, where they're going to watch and follow his journey to losing weight. And so, in the past 2 years, bro must have been thinking, let me cook. And so, the results are quite a...
Wow. Yeah, he's not on vegan. He's back on his vegetarian diet, and I'm going to be like, oh, Zempic. He got his loose skin. Oh yeah, he's been working on a gym too. Look at that muscle definition. Look at his quads. So he's been back in the gym, back on his not on the vegan diet, but on vegetarian diet. And exercising with weights and yeah. He's back on there. That's how he lost, and he got the loose skin removed. So
astonishing. But you have to think, does he have any scarring? Does he have loose skin? Did he have gastric bypass surgery? Or did he simply use greater willpower than last time? I desperately want to know. Or was it in fact Ozempic? Did he in fact go to the gym? I don't think he has a lot of muscle mass, and so did he in fact lose all his muscle? And although he does appear to be thin, I do believe he's perhaps a little skinny fat. Perhaps his body fat is still 25% or more, and so is he in fact healthy? Show us your blood work. Just because he's lost all this weight, it doesn't mean that he's healthy. Perhaps he went to the doctor one day. The doctor said, bro, you need to lose some weight. You're 411 pounds. You're morbidly obese. Your blood pressure is 200 over 100. Your cholesterol's through the roof. You're not going to live at this rate. And so Nikocado may have thought, I better lose all the weight. And I know, I'll say to everyone that this was a social experiment. I'll tell the people that they're all ants. I'll lose the weight in secret and I'll come back and say I planned everything. And then I'll be the champion. Wouldn't a sociopath do something like that? Wouldn't they think, oh, I'm just going to play 4D chess with everyone, rather than admitting that I had no control over what I was eating, saying I don't like my life, I'm not happy? I'll just tell them that it was just a social experiment.
Is he still married? Is Nick still married? I just thought about that. He said he's hold on, let me look at my what's up, Lisa? This health guy is right, but he's kind of triggered. Kinda. Okay, you think so? You think he's still okay.
So that I could confuse and fool everyone. What did we learn from this social experiment? Last I checked, when we do experiments, we have something known as a hypothesis.
I wish you stopped showing that picture of him putting his belly on top of a... He keeps showing that picture over and over again of him putting his belly on top of a table.
We do experiments to see if that hypothesis is true or if it's not. What was your hypothesis, Nikocado, doing this 8-year social experiment? To see if people would call you a meme, make fun of you for being morbidly obese and going, What did you expect would happen? Oh, I wanted to see if they would poke fun at a man who's over 400 pounds who eats himself to death. Of course they were. You really needed to have an experiment to prove that?
So I am the villain, because I've made myself one.
Doesn't that sound like a sociopath to you? Is this not entertaining himself? He's loving this. Look at the eyes, the way he's talking. Bro's a sociopath. Bro sounds like the villain from Harry Potter.
Today I woke up from a very long dream. And I also woke up having lost 250 pounds off of my body.
250 pounds of fat is 875,000 calories. It just doesn't melt itself off. It's a lot of cardio, or it's a lot of doing this. And so it involves starving yourself, not eating a lot of...
Whoa. What did he say? It's a lot of cardio, or it's a lot of what? What did he say?
Lost 250 pounds off of my body.
250 pounds of fat is 875,000 calories. It just doesn't melt itself off. It's a lot of cardio, or it's a lot of doing this. And so it...
Or it's a lot of doing this. What is he talking about? Drugs? No, you can't lose a lot of weight like that from swimming. Nick Avocado and Orlin Home are divorced. Oh, they got divorced. Oh, okay. Oh, his ex-husband name is Orlin. Weights. That's either a lot of cardio or a lot of weights.
Well, starving yourself, not eating a lot of calories, or moving a shit ton.
Yet just yesterday, people were calling me fat and sick and boring.
You were fat and sick. Not boring nor irrelevant. I don't think anyone ever said he was boring. When you're getting millions of followers, millions of views, you're not boring. And irrelevant, literally, by having millions of followers, you are not irrelevant. People are tuning in. And so you can't just put words into my mouth.
And yet I've still managed to stay 2 steps ahead of everyone. The joke's on you.
No, the joke's on you. You're the one that lived your life at 411 pounds. I didn't. The joke's...
I love that saying, though. Yeah, you were the one who was morbidly obese. Joke's on you, not me.
It's on you. How's this funny? It was worth being 400 pounds for 8 years, throwing away years off your life for a joke? Oh, I know. I'm going to tell everyone that I'm dead. I'm going to hide in my bedroom for 8 years and pretend that I'm dead. I won't say hi to anyone. I'll hide under the bed for 8 years, not have one single friend. And then 8 years later, I come out and say, hey, I fooled everyone. Joke's on you. 8 years social experiment. Yay!
You were faking for 20 years? Awesome!
Bravo, you got me. We thought you were dead. I threw away 8 years of my life for that, for one joke? Really? Is the dopamine rush of getting perhaps 10 million views in a video in a day, is it really worth throwing away 8 years of your life? I don't think so.
Oh, and please also comment if there's any suggestions you might have for me, since I haven't made a video for like 2 years.
Yeah, I got a comment in our suggestion. Show us the 2 years of the weight loss journey.
Yeah, I would love to see that. I would love to see that. I'll subscribe for that. I want to see your diet. Even if you're taking Ozempic, I want to see you shoot it in your belly. I want to see you do all this cardio. Okay, because yeah, if you didn't do the Ozempic, then you did a lot of cardio. A lot of cardio. And weights. We already saw him. I see the muscle definition in your quads, so you are doing some weights. I'm not going to take that away from you. Okay, but yeah.
That content would be gold. I have no interest in watching you do these mukbang videos yet again.
Me neither. Me neither. I'm like, ew, this cheesy noodles. Do you know how much this is going to constipate? He ate all of it. He ate all of this. He ate all of it. Do you know how that's going to lock up your bowels?
Does it really change anything? You did a mukbang video when you're 400 pounds. Now you're doing when you're 160 pounds.
Then he's doing another one.
How is this better? How do you
with all that MSG in it?
How is this a social experiment? You're again going to do it over again? Oh, is the real social experiment the fact that you can do this whole thing over twice? Show us the weight loss journey. What did you eat to lose weight? Make a video. What did you do? How much?
Also, I think it's selfish. Okay. Coach Greg is winning me over here. I think it's selfish that you're not showing other people who also are morbidly obese to how you did it. And if he doesn't show the weights he's lifting, if he doesn't show the journey, then he did use Ozempic. And he, and went back to his vegan diet. Sorry, not vegan. Sorry, vegetarian. It looks like he's a lacto-ovo vegetarian, so he can do cheese and eggs, yeah? And I think because he went back to that, yeah, he's, yeah.
Cardio did you do? How much pounds did you lose per week? Were you in a 1,000 calorie deficit or a 1,500 calorie deficit? What were your struggles? Were you hungry? What were your tricks? This is the content we need to know. Now, interested in GO2 Max, get over to my website. If you're looking to have more...
Okay, so this is where he starts shilling. Okay, that's the end of that. Yeah. Hopefully a follow-up video of this. Hopefully he will make a follow-up video of this journey. Let's hope so, because I think it's selfish to sit up here and not show other people how you were able to lose all that weight. We understand you got your skin removed, surgically removed, but I think you're doing a disservice by not showing people what you did. You know what I'm saying? And I do. I'm like him. He went back to being, he didn't go back to being vegan. He just went back to being vegetarian. So, but for him to eat all those daggone noodles, that's not good for your colon, dude. That's just crap. All right, let's get on over to the Sneako stuff. This is a video by a Cheetu. And he says it's a video called, he did this video a week ago. I didn't get a chance to watch it. I had it in the queue. So I was like, we're going to get a chance to watch it. So he says, so he comes with a different take on how Sneako has completely ruined his image. And we're going to check it out before we go to the finishing up of the video with what is her name? Shane? Yeah, Shane.
Alright, so Moist Critical, who looks like he's simultaneously ready to go to the red carpet and also take a nap underneath a bridge, recently got into a beef with Sneako. They had a debate. Both of them said some stupid stuff. The debate was mostly surrounding children. I don't know why that seems to be what everyone's talking about now. It's like either everyone's a pedophile or we're talking about pedophiles or something like that. You can't escape it. It's everywhere you look, everywhere you go, like the fucking Full House theme song. But besides that, I found that the Moist Critical Sneako beef that's been going on for the past 2 years has been pretty interesting. Like there was this time between 2020 and 2022 where there wasn't any big YouTubers beefing at a point that I thought was interesting and like really intense and cool. And then these two start swinging at each other. I'm like, okay, actually I can watch this. This is entertaining. It's not clips, it's mags. Bro, I'm on the edge of my seat right now. This is knock my socks off entertainment. So I want to talk about their debate that they had recently and their sort of beef overall, the history of it, and talk about some things that maybe you guys don't know or haven't heard of. And to do that, I want to watch this video called The Brutal Beef of Penguin Z0 and Sneako by Patrick CC. So let's get into it. You know, as someone who spends hours working at a desk every day, I've definitely felt this.
Hold on. So you're going off of, wait a minute. So if you're going to go off of somebody else's video, why are we watching that video? Hold on, what was that? The Brutal Beef of Penguin and Sneako. Oh, we already know this. We already know the Brutal Beef. Hold on. I may have to do some fast forwarding here, chat.
aka twerking, humping the ground, legs spread in children. On the contrary, Sneako released a video titled, I Have a Confession, Cuties is my new favorite film, where he explained how he assumed the movie was going to be terrible and repulsive, but actually thought the overall message was positive.
They know that this movie is going to age very well because it points out a generational problem. Yes,
actually, it didn't age very well. And those actresses don't even get any work anymore, so they just left the acting industry. Every last one of those girls that was in the movie Cuties can't get an acting gig no more. They are now blacklisted. So how did that age well for them? Dummy. And you're now a Muslim. So this goes on. This is tend to this end up working in your favor.
Where the girls are dancing and like
a generational problem, like being a pedophile. Is that what he's saying? I actually agree with Sneako. Yes, it does address a generational problem, but one that you're surely not going to defend, right?
Age of consent should be maturity. It's not even 18 in most states. Why do you even believe that? It's because in Hollywood it's 18, so that gets pushed everywhere. Most places 16. And if you question that, then they call you a pedo. I believe the age of consent is age of maturity.
Probably a little too much, but then immediately after, they're crying. And then they face the consequences of their action. They're ridiculed by their classmates. The thing about Cuties is it's not an unrealistic film. Like, yes, it shows children in a sexual way, but this is not unusual now. And the people who are really mad about this aren't Gen Z.
What you mean it's not unusual? I don't look for children to be exploited. I don't see, first of all, unless I go to World Star, I don't see children dancing sexually. And by the way, I don't go to World Star Hip Hop. That dumb thing.
What the film actually points out is a difference between generations, how it doesn't really make sense to force kids to be in this completely religious praying, throwing water on them. And the only solution that the parents had for when the girls in the movie started acting out was to just bring other family members into the household, and like they had the uncle put his hand on the girl's forehead, like that's not gonna do anything.
Ironically, Sneako.
Wait a minute now, they all was Muslims there. Oh, Sneako! So you are actually admitting that the actual religion you join is a bunch of gobbledygook.
On religion being the solution to prevent these girls from participating in this sexual behavior would drastically change over the next couple of years.
So his argument back then, because I'd never seen that video, was that the parents were out of touch for thinking religion would stop the kids from acting inappropriately. That's what he thought the generational problem was. Not that social media is causing children to behave inappropriately, but that parents aren't understanding why they're behaving inappropriately and they think that's like the devil instead. Bro, Sneako, lock the fuck in for a second, bro.
Also during this video, Sneako would throw a slight jab at Charlie's reaction to the film.
Americans are like, this is deplorable. I saw this commentator, Penguin Zero, who I actually like. There's not a lot of good commentators, but he's like, this movie is deplorable. There's nothing good about it. There's nothing, and it's like he didn't even watch the movie. It's just like he only saw the clips that were gonna piss him off, or he just got so triggered by the provocative imagery that he just deplorable. Come on, man. Like, don't you see?
Yeah, come on, man. You got triggered at the sight of young children doing inappropriate shit. What's wrong with you, dude? Just go with the program. You might be part of that older generation, that Gen X, who's triggered at the sight of children being exploited for the camera. What do you mean, dude? You're not with it? You seriously think that that's like what, fucking a problem or something? Well, the real problem is that out of touch thinking that this is bad.
The reasons why she's doing what she's doing.
Charlie ignored Sneako this time, but this was only the beginning. Over the next couple of years, Sneako's opinions would become more controversial, sometimes radical, which ramped up to new heights directly coinciding with the rise of Andrew Tate, who in the summer of 2022 absolutely exploded in fame for his unapologetic and often extreme takes on very—
Now he about to go to jail. Dun, dun, dun. In jail. Gonna be found in jail. He really scared. There's a BBC documentary that came out too. Oh yeah, the BBC. Oh, chat. Should we have a kick.com only stream? Because I can't show that. Ooh, maybe we should. Maybe we should, right? Hold on a second. Okay, I gotta this program will be, how do I watch it? Oh, I'm in America. Do I really have to activate my VPN just to daggone watch this stupid documentary? Is Thoughts still here? Thoughts, are you still here? How do we watch? I'll figure it out. If I hold on. If I figure it out and I'm in this I gotta, Who's here? Who here is in England right now? Do you need a BBC license to what? No, you have to activate your VPN. I just need the direct link to it. BBC One. Hold on a second. I need to, hold on a second. Bam 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 bam. Me 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 me. Here we go. Is it gonna let me watch it? BBC only works in the UK. Sorry. Okay. So yeah, I thought so. So it says BBC player only works in the UK. Sorry, due to the rights issue. So this sounds like a Twitch a kick party. Boom, headshot. Kick party. So I can put this on a VPN and we can watch it on Kick. But I can't do the VPN right now because of the fact that I'll let you guys know. So I am going to I'll let you guys know. I'll let you know when I'll feature it on Kick. Or maybe I'll oh my God, thank you for the gifted subs. Maybe I will pre-record it and then I will and then we'll watch it together on Kick. Joe, what's up? You gave a gifted subs to James. James, you got yourself a cupcake. Are you talking about the new one coming out tomorrow? It's out now. It's not tomorrow. It's already out now. It came out today, not tomorrow. It came out today. So, yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. But it's okay. I'll oh my God! Thank you for the gifted subs. And then we will watch it on Kick because we can't watch it on YouTube. Okay, Joe. Joe just gifted a sub to Buen Poco. Buen Poco, you got yourself a gifted sub. Buen Poco. Yay. All right, here we go.
various social issues.
That's the world we live in now. Females are entitled.
Thank you for the gifted sub. Another one. And now, Joe gifted a sub to Peanut Fairy. Peanut Fairy, you got yourself a gifted sub from Joe. Make sure y'all thank Joe. Oh, you got yourself a cupcake too, Peanut Fairy. Good for you.
Lazy. Another thing I learned is that women are only loyal to their sons.
Sneako seemed to halt all attempts to clearly and concisely express his thought-out opinions to being more brief, bold, and loud.
Pride, yeah, I'm a girl and I don't shave my armpits.
Well, that's sort of the thing about live streaming and social media nowadays, where the algorithms directly reward the most boisterous, the most outrageous opinions possible that are said the loudest. Why do you think that people who are saying crazy shit get clipped the most? It's literally a genre of content creation called clip farming. It's when you intentionally say crazy shit as often and as loud as possible to get the most clips and reactions from the public. Hassan does this, political streamers do this, Sneako did this, I do it sometimes too, Jinxie does this. Bro, everyone has their own way of doing it, whether it would be saying a crazy opinion about society, whether it would be like screaming as loud as you can while you're playing Rainbow Six Siege, Jinxie. Bro, everyone does this nowadays. And I'm not saying that everyone does this to, I guess, absolve Sneako of criticism, because the reality is that's a choice that he made. He went from making thought-out, artistic, short films to screaming like a chimp in front of a microphone on a live stream. It was far more rewarding financially.
Screaming like a chimp is so accurate.
In terms of his growth, etc., etc. So, of course, he was going to make that shift, especially around the time when Andrew Tate was doing it too. But Andrew Tate was clip farming in the sense of he was going on podcasts and saying, like, women give me roadhead while I'm in my Bugatti on my way to my, kickboxing fight or something.
Preach this bullshit idea about tolerance, love, and acceptance. We'll also say die if you disagree with me.
In one sense, he alienated a lot of his previous audience who preferred his calmer and level-headed approach to conveying his opinions, even if they were disagreeable. Then again, his audience size exploded, seeing bigger growth in 2 months than
and now look at what Sneako is. And his old little daggone hug box over there in his Islam, hold on. Y'all want to see what Sneako looks like today? Woo! It's hurting over there on Rumble. It's hurting. It's hurting. Okay? It's hurting.
in 10 years as a YouTuber, so there was no incentive for him to stop doing this new exaggerated behavior. He became the second lead voice for the popular red pill alpha male community online outside of Andrew Tate.
I mean, he stole the Andrew Tate blueprint and made it work on YouTube. Tate did not have that YouTube live streaming thing going, and Sneako realized why he was blowing up was that he was saying outrageous, well, we'll call it controversial things on podcasts that were getting repurposed into short form content like TikTok, like Instagram Reels, and they were going viral. Sneako was like, let me go live and just say as many outrageous / controversial things as I can in the shortest amount of time with the highest energy, with my stream hyping me up while I do it, and then have the Tate thing where people use my content and put it on short form, and it fucking worked. It worked exceptionally well. Now Sneako has like a fully lucrative career off of this. I mean, I'm sure he was making lots of money before he went down this path in 2022, but he's exceptionally successful now. He was even involved in the Kanye West campaign.
Oh my God, can you remember this? Of course, he's sitting in his cuck chair. And these ugly boots, these so gross boots. So here's the thing, right? I always said, like, okay, these guys really thought that Kanye West had a chance to actually be president. Like, literally thought. I was thinking about that last week. I was saying, do you know that these stupid men that were behind Kanye, they don't have anything to do with him now because he's getting in the corn industry? I was like, just imagine during this time when he was in his warehouse and he literally thought that he had a chance to be president. Then he went on the Alex Jones show with a black hood mask and some yoo-hoo and a fly swatter.
Back in, October 2022, when Ye was going to run for president. Now Kanye's on nitrous oxide, which sucks. I don't know if you guys have seen that. Kanye's off the nitrous. Very sad situation. # save Ye.
I don't care about Ye. Okay? The Ye I used to like, the Ye I used to love his music, he's gone. This person we dealing with right now, this is I don't know, this is a clone or this is a mental rewarping of him that I don't care.
Infinitely more famous, successful, rich, all these things from this path. And if you ask him, does he regret any of it? Of course he'll say no. His life's only gotten better. I mean, yeah, is he disliked by the internet now? By a lot of people? Sure, but these are people who never watched him to begin with. At least most of them didn't. You have to understand he's mostly known now for the fucking content that he's also hated for. So that's just how it is. And this photo freaks me the fuck out so much, dude. Someone should take this image of him and, mod it into a Five Nights at Freddy's game. This shit would jump scare the fuck out of me. Five Nights at Sneako's. When you accidentally eat pork at Sneako's place, he fucking jump scares you like this and goes, haram!
Red pill alpha male community online outside of Andrew Andrew Tate, not for being a polished professional, but rather someone who is reckless and fearless of any consequences for calling out and exposing the mainstream left wing. And in October of 2022, his explosive growth was stunted when he was banned from YouTube entirely. Now, we don't actually know the specific reason as to why.
And he still reapplies. So these guys be, oh my God, thank you for the gift. These guys be coping when they say, oh yeah, guess what? I don't care if I'm on YouTube or not. You care, because you wouldn't be reapplying if you didn't care. Joe just gifted a sub to Francisco 100. Thank you, Joe. And Francisco, make sure you thank Joe for your gifted sub.
He was banned. YouTube stated that they have decided to remove his channels due to severe and repeated violations of their terms of service. And if you were to analyze his content at the time, it could be interpreted as bullying, misogynistic, hateful, or like the time when he simulated himself sexually assaulting another YouTuber.
You can tell by the way she's talking that she hasn't been properly...
Okay, I don't want to look at this anymore. I hate this clip.
But either way, definitely came across really fucking weird, and I can see why he got a strike for this clip. You know, when it's another creator, especially a female creator, that you're streaming pretending to fuck because you're mad at them, that's gonna come across just very disgusting, and there's just no way a YouTube employee sees that and is like, oh, yeah, that's chill. I mean, unless the fucking dude is one of your fans, but most people are gonna see that and be like, dog, you gotta chill the hell out. You just can't be acting like that. Keep it in your fucking pants, guy.
Yeah, shut up with your feminine.
I think we're getting to fresh and fit territory now. Oh no, Rumble.
Online video platform and web hosting site Rumble, which has been coined the free speech platform due to its extremely lenient...
Something's going on with Rumble. Something financial is happening with Rumble. Does anybody know? Because... somebody sent me the tweet. But they sent me the tweet when I was really busy, and I thought I bookmarked it, but I didn't. And they're saying there's some financial issue going on with Rumble. And this is why Fresh and Fit are doing a subathon on Twitch instead of, you know, trying to focus on, even though they left YouTube streaming, which I don't know if they did or not. I don't very seriously they did. Hold on a second. They said they were not going to be streaming on YouTube no more. Let's see if they told the truth. Because they be lying. This is the like third time they said they was going to stop. Okay, fresh. See how they be lying? See how they be... They just streamed 23 hours ago. So you see how they lie? These guys stay lying. Oh yeah, guys, we're not going to be streaming no more on the platform. You said that last week. Once again, this is what I'm saying. This is what happens when you always, although they got a lot of views on this one for some crazy reason. Okay.
Of service. Sneako did not change his viewpoints, attitudes, nor behaviors, but now it was just being seen by far less people because Rumble's viewership pales in comparison to YouTube. However, one day, Sneako seemingly took things too far when he decided to bring up Charlie's girlfriend. And I'm going to bring up today's sponsor.
No, you're not, Patrick, because we're skipping this. Hey, by Factor, though, that is a good sponsor. They have sent me some meals before, but if you're going to do it, use my code or his code because he has given me a video here.
On a Rumble livestream, Sneako decided to react to a 5-month-old video Charlie uploaded titled, Most Embarrassing Alpha Male Ever.
And this video was absolutely true. That person...
It was true, and they took it down, by the way.
Thumbnail is Walter Weekies. Is that how you say his last name?
Weeks.
From Fresh and Fit Podcast. This is a clip that Charlie reacted to where Walter claims confidently that he has over 1,000 sexual partners. And I have to say, that is without a doubt no chance the truth or even close. This person has probably, you know, apart from the times that he's drawn lips on his hand and then jorked it, probably maybe at most 50 partners or something like that. I don't know. I'm not here to meat watch the guy, but he did this story time where he told the audience that he's had over 1,000 bodies, which, by the way, he's only saying to sell people his courses, to get them to donate to his platform, to his podcast, etc. when there's no fucking chance that's even close to true. I don't care how much Jean Paul Gaultier fragrance you're applying, how much Gucci Guilty designer cologne you're wearing, if you have a Supreme box logo on or whatever, no amount of styling, fragrance, looks maxing, whatever, can make it so that you have 1,000 fucking bodies at whatever age this guy's at. I don't even know how old he is, but there's just no way. Like, mathematically, that's just, like, do the math on that, you know what I mean?
In this video, Charlie is poking fun at an influencer in the Red Pill community who runs a podcast called Fresh and Fit.
You know, we're both triple-digit notch count, he's in the quadruples.
There is no reality in the entirety of the f***ing multiverse where this man has slept with one woman, let alone over 1,000 of them.
Sneako, who is friends with Fresh, decided to fire back at Charlie.
He gets more than you. He does.
You need to learn game, you need to be successful, you need to learn how to DM the right people, you need to learn how to talk, how to be charismatic, how to network, how to be in the right places.
And you know I need to know how to have sex with no condoms. You need to know how to impregnate that going literally high class escorts. High end escorts. Okay? So yeah, you need to know how to do that.
Just got this down, and I didn't believe it till I saw it.
Telling Penguin Z0 he needs to learn how to network has to be the funniest thing I've ever fucking heard. That guy has more connections than LinkedIn. He is more tapped into the influencer space than you even know. And I know that because his Discord is open to receive messages from anybody. I sent Moist Critical a message giving him some information about the Chris Tyson situation when it was going down. I wanted to give him some evidence to help him make a video on it, and it was so easy to reach him. Meanwhile, I know Sneako's messages are not open. I know that Sneako's idea of networking is going on a fucking ferry that he calls a yacht. It's not a yacht, it's a ferry. And he has these parties with the same 5 red pill influencer people that bring their same rotation of Miami nightclub girls on the fucking boat. That's not networking. That's just being a degen. The reality is, and Sneako's not gonna like this, but a lot of networking is being a fucking nerd, sending emails to people, following people on Twitter, messaging them on social media, and creating a web of people you can reach out to and have in your contacts. I'm not here to give the dude networking advice, but he's here calling Charlie bad at networking, which, not to glaze, but that's objectively wrong.
I didn't think he was a virgin like every other liberal on here talking down. He gets more than you.
Fresh's original video was him explaining how he was at a bar in Miami and an NBA player came up to him and asked him where a good party spot in Miami was. Fresh told him, then claims the NBA player asked him for his Instagram. The NBA player followed Fresh and then saw on the mutual following tab that Fresh was following a girl that the NBA player claims he slept with, and Fresh said that he was also sleeping with her, making them wiener cousins. But critical
wiener cousins.
suspected that this
What the fuck is a wiener cousin? I've never heard that.
Dude, that's that. I know what a wiener cousin is. Dude, move on, okay?
Their dicks together? What the f is annoying that a super
Instagram, thing like that.
You've never been outside of Miami. You don't know what the club life is like. Why are you speaking on shit you don't know anything about? Go play League of Legends, bro, with the G-Fool in the background. Why are you talking about this lifestyle if you don't live it? He's insisting that he knows what the fuck he's talking about. Insisting, this guy's only just jerks off. NBA players don't do this. What do you know? You look like you have a Pokemon poster in the back. Stick to gaming and shut the f up.
So why would he add a complete stranger who he only asked one question to?
Networking, because this is the truth about it, and it sounds like some sucking when you first hear.
First of all, NBA players would never walk up to no rando like Walter. They wouldn't even walk up to a rando like Sneako. These guys are surrounded by people. They're surrounded by people who are connected to the industry. They're surrounded by club managers, groupies. They are surrounded by people who live the nightlife. Why would an NBA player look at, first of all, how do you find Walter in a nightclub? That's beyond me. But let's say, for instance, the lights were on. You just walk up to, or Walter was brushing his teeth and he was smiling really extra hard. You walk up to him and say, yo, man, where did I find the pictures? That doesn't happen, idiot.
About a world that you don't know about, it's networking. High net worth individuals, when they recognize real, like if they see the jewelry or they see their surrounding or they're at a different section, you want to be around money. Money attracts money. That's how you get friends in different places. That's how you go into a club, even though you're a millionaire and they let you in just because they want you there.
I get what Sneako's saying, and I don't want to nitpick him on every single point, but like, bro, Critical's kind of right. Like, why would he go up to Walter? If this story is making sense, I've talked about this story before because I've made videos on Fresh and Fit, but if this story is actually true, this NBA player walked up to Fresh from Fresh and Fit podcast, not knowing who he is, dude standing alone at the bar, twiddling his thumbs, humming a fucking like song.
He will walk up to a woman, not no daggone man. That's what he would do. He wouldn't walk up to no regular old man standing by himself at a bar.
Or something like $1 Million Baby. He's not with any bitches, he's just on his phone. So this random NBA player who just is not named, by the way, goes up to Fresh, taps him on the shoulder, asks him where the fun is at. Why would that guy who's standing there by himself know where the fun is at? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. None of this makes any sense. And then he asks for his Instagram. Yeah, no, there's just no way this is happening.
And then Sneako decided to bring up Charlie's girlfriend.
Someone just texted me. I'm not gonna say names. Someone texted me. He's in a monogamous relationship. This is his girl. So there you go. I mean, I told you, like, I could hear it.
And they're not even together. They're not even together anymore. And I wonder, hear me out, chat. I wonder Sneako doing that had anything to do with this. See, this is why, you know, if you're going to be a creator, unless your significant other is in the scene, you know what I'm saying? Unless they're in the streaming or they're in the content creator stream, keep your significant other off the internet. People will try to destroy your relationship just for funsies. This is the reason why when I went to the two taters that got married, when I went to their wedding, I was not bringing my husband. Because everybody was taking pictures there, by the way. And the last thing I need is somebody to post my picture of me and my husband and they try to destroy my husband's life just to get back at me. So no, you know what I'm saying? I always think about, because I don't see nothing wrong with her. But like Sneako, you are STD spreader. So, I mean, come on now. Are we going to really talk about you? What you are going to do? What you have done?
Voice. The fact that someone doesn't have to abide by those rules, someone could go and a lot of that it's so foreign to a lot of people's ideas, because when you get brainwashed, when you get told that monogamy is the answer and you need to go and be married and just settle down with some girl, when you hear other people talking about stories like this, you're like, there's no way it's true, you're a virgin.
Sneako bringing up Charlie's girlfriend without explicitly saying why was random. He just threw his hands up and shrugged his shoulders, seemingly avoiding what he actually wanted to say. The fact Sneako tried to roast Charlie with a photo of probably the most wholesome and healthy relationship I've ever seen. We live in a time where a simple healthy relationship between two people is called cringe. This was enough to get Charlie to finally respond to him in a video called I Didn't Want to Talk About This.
What the f are you even talking about? What does this have to do with anything? What does bringing up a picture of me and my girlfriend have anything to do with anything that has happened? And where is monogamy even coming from? You're fighting an invisible enemy right now. You're fighting ghosts that aren't real. Like, none of this had anything to do with the video itself of me joking about a stupid...
What Sneako did was he did this to get a reaction out of Charlie for clout. Okay? It's a technique that works also well. Okay? You just gotta know the right button to push. This has worked out in my best interest with Bryson, Tristan Tate, Elijah Schaefer. Hold on, who else did I? Oh, y'all remember that baseball player that got called out by Isabella DeLuca? I forget his name. He and I even went back and forth because everybody was going after him, but I said the right thing to him and he replied only to me. And that shocked me though, because I was like, oh, he's just letting people talk crap on his Twitter. And he just ignored everybody, but he didn't ignore me. And I hit the right buttons. Okay. Most of the time it works. Sometimes it doesn't work. But I'm telling you, that's what Sneako did.
Story that this guy told. Like, it's so weird.
Yeah, 100%. Like, the fact that Sneako couldn't even roast what he was saying about his friend Fresh and his made-up story and had to bring up a picture of him standing peacefully with his girlfriend is just so telling, you know? Like, I get sometimes if you want to, like, you know, sidetrack and talk about things that relate to the person who's criticizing someone you like, but isn't actually about the criticism. Like, I get that, right? Like, if, oh, I'm talking about person X and they're saying shit I don't like, but then there's a photo of them from 10 years ago where they have a really bad haircut. I might bring up that haircut and laugh at it. But what I won't do is use that to make a point that what they're saying and their criticism is wrong. Sneako seemed to have brought up that picture of Moist Critical with his girl to highlight that he, like, doesn't know about relationships or networking or something like that. Like, that was sort of implied when he shrugged, when he was like, oh, I'm not gonna talk about it, bruh. Like, that's what he's basically doing. He's like, oh, I have this thing that I want to say, but I'm not gonna say it because I'm just above that. I'm above playing around in the mud like that, which is obviously fucking not, because he just went there. He's like, oh, I'm not gonna go there, but you just did. Like, he's kind of implying that, like, oh yeah, or Moist Critical's girlfriend's ugly or something, and so obviously he wouldn't understand the ways of the Alpha King Fresh and how he networks and he gets bitches that fuck NBA players too. Okay, all right. Are you hopping on the fucking Fresh dick next? What's going on? Yeah, your girlfriend's so ugly. Meanwhile, my black interracial boyfriend is so beautiful. He runs a podcast, Charlie. Let me get on that BBC. Like, what the fuck is going on?
That aren't real. Like, none of this had anything to do with the video itself of me joking about a stupid f***ing story that this guy told. Like, it's so weird.
Charlie also addresses why he never responded to Sneako 3 years earlier when he was mentioned in his Cuties video.
This was my first real exposure to Sneako, and it's also the reason I don't care what his opinion is of me, because it's coming from a man who likes cuties. So why the f*** would it matter if he thinks I'm a or anything like that? It legitimately couldn't mean less coming from a guy who openly defends a softcore child production.
Charlie then brings up a clip of Sneako on a podcast talking about a time where he watched his girlfriend have intercourse with another man at a swinger party.
We went to a couple different sex parties. Oh. Yeah, so we go in there with the mentality that whatever happens inside that party just stays at the party. Like, yeah. And so I saw her. I've seen her other men, and it's just like that. You've seen it? Yeah, I saw it. Like, that's fantastic stuff. So I wanted to break this down, like, because this was imagine seeing the girl you love like love her. Yeah, I do. I love it. Yeah, I love her.
And that's insane to have this out there while you still criticize Moist Critical's girlfriend. You got Agent 00 here on the fucking right. It's insane to have this
love like love her. Yeah, I do. I love it. Yeah, I love her.
And that's insane to have this out there while you still criticize Moist. Just heard, and you got the acid art style. Not like us playing. Is now seeing that video shock. The people
didn't have to jump to that conclusion. Wait, how close was it? We were on the same bed. I was with his girl. He was with my girl.
You was on the bed?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
I couldn't, like, I was literally having PTSD watching that. I was like having war flash. Like I just started, could not do it.
So what position?
No, it was missionary. Missionary, legs up.
Like missionary, legs up?
Legs up, yeah.
Oh no.
Imagine volunteering this information. He's such an idiot.
Was he staring at her like in her eyes?
Yeah, like deep eye contact. Oh, no. Deep eye contact right now. No. Well, no. Okay, so let me backtrack. I mean, I don't know, yo. I'm just not. And my girl's right here, and she's like, and I'm like, oh, yo. I'm like feeling traumatic thoughts, like seeing her with another person. It's a lot. But I think it's something everybody should do just to test.
I forgot how funny that clip was. I forgot how funny that clip was. Hey guys, you all should go to a swinger club, okay? You all should go to a swinger club and watch your girlfriend, wife, or whatever get railed by another guy. Everybody should experience that. So said. Okay, so says it, okay? Oh my god!
It's a legitimately super sad thing to sit there and listen to, because Sneako is very clearly bothered by that whole situation, but is trying to play it off like a deeper message, like, no, this is actually a good thing, and in fact, I recommend every guy out there try letting their girl get by another man.
That's insane to say that as if it's like a diet or something. Yeah, I recommend you try a keto diet for a month, or do the carnivore diet. It helps you with muscle leanness and all that sort of stuff. I had a guy, actually, a friend of mine, a few months ago, suggested I start doing cardio just to run, and it was just so good for your mental health, endorphins, you know, it's just great for your body, mind, everything. That's what I get suggested. Things like that, or a video game I should try. Sneako,
yeah, nobody suggests going to a swingers club.
Your girlfriend get lit. Girlfriend, wow, was a whore. I recommend the perspective, you know. You're gonna remember the time you did that thing. You're fucking sick. Do it. What? Saying.
I don't care about
within the right to handle their relationship, to listen.
The dicks your girl should do.
Then you'll know if it's real, if this is the person you want to spend the rest of your life with. It is tragic to listen to. Now, I want to be clear, I have absolutely no problem with open relationships. I think everyone should be completely within the right to handle their relationships however they see fit and whatever makes them happiest. But what Sneako's talking about here isn't so much an open relationship, it's cuckoldry. You have watched your girl get in front of you on at least 2 occasions that he talks about here, and you were right next to her, watching her get and one time you were so upset about it you had to leave the room after the 3rd pump, you said.
This video got nearly 7 million views, so Sneako had millions of people who likely never knew much about him before calling him a cuck, as well as someone who potentially is interested in CP due to him defending the Cuties movie. But Sneako believed his podcast clip about the swinger party was taken out of context.
Was my intention to go to the swinger party because I enjoy seeing one of my girls with another guy? No. I wanted to swap with the couple to make it fair for her because I was being guilted. I felt bad that I was cheating a lot. We had done threesomes.
Okay, this is a lie. I remember this. He wants to now add extra context to the story that he never said before to make up for the fact that he is a cuck. Okay? This new stuff did not happen.
Many times, and it wasn't fair. The thing is, it doesn't have to be fair. The goal of a man is to be the best man possible, where things are, in that scenario, it doesn't have to be equal.
Do we know what he's saying? Do we know what his defense here is? What is this response to what Critical said? He's saying that he was having a lot of threesomes, so he was getting a lot of women into even
No, this is a lie. He never had no threesomes. He never cheated on this girl. She was the one that suggested it, and he went along, because she was the alpha in the relationship.
The only 2 things they have against me are the Cuties movie and that. And they'll continue bringing it up again and again and again, and I'll continue streaming and spreading the truth.
Charlie had no intentions to respond and keep the back and forth going, but Sneako would constantly beg Charlie to debate him.
I don't care about drama. I would like to have a discussion. I would like to have a debate with this guy. I would like to, if he wanted to come to Miami and come on Fresh and Fit, sit at a table in real life and have a discussion about male-female dynamics, oh my, but he won't do it. He won't.
Why? That's not his bag. That's not his thing. Charlie doesn't talk about relationships. Charlie doesn't discuss all the stupid stuff that the rep. He's a libtard, actually, right? And so you guys will treat him just like you treat the young girls who are not familiar with your show and your arguments. But you stay away from women who know your arguments. You stay away from men who know your arguments and could just destroy them. Interesting.
On the show and debate. It'd be great content. If it's the most laughable show ever, if it's so bullshit, then you should be able to laugh your ass off and make these butt jokes or whatever the f you're talking about. Come on the show and debate.
Okay, I agree with that point, and I enjoy, in certain fine cases, discussing something with them. That's why I and my friends, but he just wants to entertain arguing. Just going over, you're a fucking
I'm just fast forwarding his commentary. I really don't care about his commentary. I just want to get to the part where
I gotta give him credit for he do it, but he hasn't.
He's supposed
like,
to
he
release
DMs me.
some
Go back to
information we don't know about.
Eventually, Charlie would take the bait. But throughout the end of 2022...
But you won't.
And eventually, Charlie would take the bait. But throughout the end of 2022 and beginning of 2023, Charlie completely moved on and never talked about Sneako. But Charlie's face would often be used in Sneako's branding as a way to represent the soy boy or woke mind. He would use Charlie's face on thumbnails even if the content had nothing to do with him. Sneako would also use this collage of YouTubers who made commentary videos about him, grouping them together as people who are controlled by the Matrix and pushing...
And so, listen, Sneako was and still is. Well, no, he's back on. Did he go back on Twitch or not? I'm not. He's unbanned from Twitch, but I don't know if he's back on Twitch. Sneako was desperate to get some traffic to his site, to the Rumble site, because it's nothing like the traffic that he got on YouTube. So he resulted into showing pictures of YouTubers and Twitch streamers in order to get them to respond, so that he can go viral and he can get their audience.
The liberal agenda. One night, while promoting a live stream, he tweeted the photo, "Pattern recognition. This collage is everyone who advocated for my cancellation. Fight back and follow my Rumble."
This is something I never understood. What do these people have in common on this collage? I just don't know what the comments make any sense. Gender, J. Aubrey. I don't think they look
doing it just to get traffic.
Cancellation. Fight back and follow my Rumble. To which Charlie replied, "Holy sh, you pathetic, sensitive, soy little worm. I made fun of you for watching your girlfriend get effed by numerous other men and also insulted you for defending CP. That's not cancellation. That's just spitting on you for being a pitiful, sad cuck." This tweet got 345,000 likes and over 28 million views. An absolute bomb was dropped on Sneako, to which he replied, "You know in your soul you would never say that to my face. And then, like this tweet if you want to see us fight," which got 43,000 likes and 9 million views. Additionally, on a live stream, Sneako sent some of his viewers over to Charlie's stream on Twitch to tease him. Sneako then proceeded to pull out a pistol while dancing and waving it at the camera, while also alluding that he would pull up to Tampa, Florida, where Critical lives, since Sneako is in Miami.
You wanna watch my clips? Watch my clips. Watch my clips. You want me to watch your clips? Watch my...
I gotta say though, in terms of iconicness, clips, they're actually... He did. This is all about...
Responded to Sneako's threats would set the internet on fire.
But he's a imbecile. You absolute buffoon. What you have there is not clips. These are mags. They're mags, not clips. You absolute dummy. The same way that this is also a mag. They're all mags. Stop saying clips.
Bro, Critical got guns like that, bro. Fuck. The John Wick comparison got too serious. He's really living that cosplay. Turned from a cosplay to a LARP. Dude's got guns in his crib like a fucking sniper. Y'all think this guy armed Thomas Matthew Crooks? You think Critical was... Bro, what if he was the guy who groomed the Trump shooter?
Not only was Charlie educating him, but he was also taunting him with his much larger and more powerful weapon. I cannot overstate enough how viral this moment was. You can find multiple Reddit threads with thousands of upvotes sharing this clip, an endless amount of viral tweets highlighting the situation, and literally every single reaction streamer on the internet reacted to this video. Charlie's video, which was called "Sneako is Horrible," has over 15 million views and is Charlie's 7th most...
Wow. 15 million views, chat.
Viewed video of all time, which is insane considering he has uploaded 5,500 videos over the past 16 years. Millions and millions and millions of people saw this video, or at least a clip of this video, and 99.9% of people were on Charlie's side. As if Sneako couldn't get dunked on.
Oh my god, that face is so good. Look at him. How does he even do that with his face? It's like so almost drawn. Big ass mouth, bro. Does this dude not fold his pizza or something? How did his mouth get that big? Is he really fitting the entire triangle in from the big side to the small side? Is he eating pizza backwards? Motherfucker's built like a vacuum cleaner. God damn, Sneako. I mean, I get it. I guess he talks a lot. He needs his big mouth to be as big as possible to release as much air as possible in the form of sound, but man, like that's a weird still image, bro. I might make this my wallpaper. It's very funny. It looks funny. This could be the thumbnail for the video. Matter of fact, I have this Chrome extension, screenshot, could use this, might use this.
Harder, Meat Canyon, one of the largest animation YouTubers on the platform, made a video poking fun at the entire situation.
Oh yeah, I remember this!
In which got over 13 million views.
What? Is that Charlie? Hey, yo, baby, can you and your man take this into the other room, please? I can't hear myself think with all that love making you're doing.
Yeah, fine, whatever.
Yeah, no problem. No problem, Sneaky. No problem.
It's Sneako.
It's Sneako.
I remember this was so good. I showed this actually.
Yo, chat! Charlie is at my door! What should I say to him?
Sneako realized it was a joke, but still felt like he had to defend himself.
He knows what I talk about. He knows my message, but he's focusing on all the things to try to invalidate what I'm saying. He's calling me a cuck, calling me skinny, and trying to make Moist Critical Charlie seem like the badass, even though that guy doesn't really leave his house. Even though he would never say the stuff that he says, the insults that he says, to somebody's face. He will do a debate with me on my phone, but he'll edit it up and he won't come and actually even sit for a live debate.
The thing about it is, even if you are not someplace where people will say something to your face.
I will say though, I never talked about this on my channel, but that might be somewhat true. Like, Critical did kind of fold in front of Logan Paul. I know he defended himself and he said like, oh, you know, I said Prime was good good, and that's never a contradiction. I've always said Prime tasted good, but I will say Logan Paul is a gigantic piece of shit who is currently suing CoffeeZilla, who has literally filmed a dead fucking body on his channel, posted it, and monetized it, and never got a strike for it. He had to be under investigation. This is older Charlie and vice versa. That Logan clip. Going to get along and blaze a little bit was kind of sus.
It's pretty much all a lie. I get that this is funny, right? Like, oh, Sneako's dying, but it is purporting a lie. He will say, what Me Canyon did in this reaction video is he pretended to be like, oh, people are calling me out saying Me Canyon went woke. I don't really know what Sneako talks about. Yes, you do. If you know enough about me to where, like, you know about my relationships in the past, or you know, like, what the details of my room, right? You know what I talk about, but you're choosing to ignore it to try to invalidate my character, because what I talk about, you can't really argue with.
If the beef ended here, it would have easily nailed the coffin shut. Charlie would have been seen as the clear winner who dismantled the guy that started the beef in the first place and just wouldn't leave him alone. But the beef did not end here, and over time, the tides would slowly turn in Sneako's favor. Even after being eviscerated online, Sneako would quadruple down on his love for the movie Cuties. Cuties is really about how important Islamic values are in the face of satanic wokeness. I love Cuties.
No, it's not! Sneako, Cuties is not about Islamic values using religion right way.
So
you're not gonna...
Just general understanding of different sides of arguments. But here, this was a very laid-back, very calm and collected Sneako who was actually more than willing to concede on some of his points as well as see different sides of situations.
Charlie and Sneako had a private Discord
and this is the one where I said Charlie thought that because Sneako was in a losing seat, Charlie was thinking like, okay, well, let me go ahead and see if we can have a decent conversation. And it was cordial because he was in Japan and he was outside, right? So Charlie thought that it was going to happen again, and that's where he went wrong. He should have left. Always leave the table win as a winner, okay? So when you're up, like, break it. Like, stop. Don't try to, like, get bigger. Like, when you're on the top, when you're winning, I just walk away with my winnings. That's it. I don't push the button. I don't push my luck.
Conversation, but Sneako asked Charlie if he could record it so they could both post it on their platforms. Sneako posted the entire raw 1 hour 18-minute conversation, and Charlie posted a 1 hour and 14-minute conversation and interrupt moments to explain himself and add additional commentary and clarify his thoughts in retrospect. It took them 20 minutes to come to a very simple conclusion.
So there's two ways the movie could have been changed to be more effective and that people would understand the message. One, they could have used child actors and they should not have been sexualized in that way. Or two, they could have been 18 plus and it could have been sexualized, but then it wouldn't have been as effective. One of the two should have changed. I agree.
Okay, so then do you think there's like levels to sexualization of kids that is acceptable and then unacceptable?
No, this is never acceptable to sexualize children, but...
Then we agree, so then can we then say, since this film sexualized children, I can't really champion the film, however the message is okay. Like, I like the message.
I agree completely. But the reason I defend that movie is because I think everybody just saw those scenes and looked past the message and looked past the good moral that the director had.
There is no good message if you got CP in it, you dumb monkey. This is what I'm talking about. Like, there is no good message if you got CP in there. Or you just got children behaving provocatively, and that's just messed up, okay?
That could very well be the case for some people, right? 100%.
But then they chatted for another hour on various topics that they disagreed on. Charlie was trying to do everything in his power to understand yet challenge Sneako's belief system, to ask him questions for deeper explanations, to point out the hypocrisy in his behavior online, and try to find the nuance in many of his arguments. Time and time again, Charlie made good arguments that were very rational. And while Sneako was willing to concede on some points and admit that at times he can be contradictory or hypocritical, overall he remains firm in his beliefs no matter what and will not change them. Because
alright, so you got the gist of their season 1 beef, and that's kind of all we want, and that's all I really want to talk about now. I want to get to their more recent debate where they talked about the age of consent again, because that's just all we talk about, so.
Didn't answer. I'm happy to discuss this in a call if you're that curious. And that was it. Almost a year and a half later, the second official Sneako vs. Moist critical debate was established. Charlie retroactively expressed the same sentiments as the first debate, that he thought it would just be a private phone call and not put on the internet.
I didn't know this was a debate nor a stream until about 1 hour and 40 into it, roughly somewhere in that ballpark. I am not a debater. I've never claimed to be one. I never want to be a debater. I've always said that I believe conversations are the most productive because debates always devolve into what side can score the most points by explaining their thought process, even if the position is wrong.
Sneako began the debate by arguing that there should not be a hard line agreed upon age of consent because everyone matures differently, as well as that we shouldn't let the government define at what age someone is an adult.
That's not the point. I'm saying, you're saying that the US defined adult as 18. Well, I'm saying 200 years ago, the age of marriage in America was 10 and the UK was 7. Right, so if the government decides to change it, you're saying it's 18. If the government, maybe if Kamala Harris gets elected, then the new legal age of an adult is 25. And there could be reasons to say that. They graduated college, they don't leave the house until this age, their brains don't develop until they're 25.
I don't know about just never leave the house until the age. That's not true at all. Not even close.
It's not fully developed until you're 25 years old.
I left the house when I was 19.
A lot of people aren't making serious money. They're not able to live independently. A lot of things that you could use to classify an adult don't happen for the new age American until 25 years old. So if Kamala Harris raised it to 25, would you then say that that's the new age? Would you agree with that?
I think that'd be totally understandable. Like,
right, so then does that make anybody who sleeps with an under 25-year-old, does that now make them a pedophile?
No, I don't think necessarily that makes them a retroactive pedophile.
So then what's a pedophile?
It's an accepted definition of 18 for a long time. Is
not for that long. Not for that long, and not through most states, and not through most countries across the world.
Charlie believes that at 18 there should be a hardline age of consent, so there isn't a gray area for predators to exist in and take advantage of minors.
So yeah, a lot of this talk is about the age of consent and at what age should children be able to get married? Should they be able to? It's so fucking crazy. At what age should children? No age should children be allowed to get married because children shouldn't be getting married. It should be adults getting married. I have no issue with the age of consent. I don't think anyone actually with a fucking life thinks or cares about that. I think it's fine to be 18. I don't think it should change. With that being said, in this debate, because I want to wrap up the video, Moist Critical says at some point that children should be allowed to transition, which was a horrible take, and he walked it back because in his idea they were talking in hyperbole. He didn't think that they were being serious or something. It was a bad take overall, and Critical got a lot of flack for it. But if I'm to be as charitable as I can to Moist Critical, maybe he thought that they were talking in hyperbole and weren't actually referring to a child actually getting their, let's say, genitals mutilated. But hey, maybe he was being serious and didn't.
Oh, look. So this was a clickbait. The moment Sneako ruined his image. So you just clickbaited me. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure not to watch any more of these videos from this guy. So there was no moment. You're just telling us everything we already knew. Idiot. Dang, man, I hate that. Yeah, it was clickbait. Yeah, we won't watch his videos no more. Because the video literally says, the video title says literally, the moment Sneako ruined his image. That debate really gave him some cool points, because now everybody started focusing on Charlie instead of Sneako wanting to remove the age of consent. I want to finish this video up though, but I don't know if we're gonna have enough time, because we're already at the two minute mark. That debate gave him a large Muslim audience, I think. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. And that seems to put him up on the more of them looking out for him financially. But he's not doing good in reference to views, so there's that. Has Sneako said anything about Andrew's charges? No, he's team Andrew Tate, so he's thinking that everything that's being done to Andrew Tate is either by the orange juice, the juices, or the Matrix. We're past 2 hour mark. Let's go for 4. Okay, so we can get into this then. All right, Joe.
Have had such a dramatic impact is an indication that young men are starving for this sort of message, because like, why in the world would they have to derive it from a lecture on YouTube?
And who, pray tell, is starving for Jordan Peterson more than incels? The deeper you progress through the manosphere, the more clear it gets that all of the insecurities that attracted people in the first place have been grotesquely manipulated into something dangerous. As Helen Lewis argues, most of the men who come into these communities come in with a simple question. Why am I alone? Why am I undesirable? The longer they spend in the manosphere, the more the question transforms. What starts as why won't girls sleep with me, an appeal to a wounded sense of entitlement, becomes why can't women be controlled?
This is precisely true for incels. Lurking through incel forums, you kind of see this mindset replicate over and over again. One user wrote that incel ideology is easily digestible and emotionally fulfilling. Instead of having to critically engage with your life, you're able to remain passive and almost nihilistic about it. If someone doesn't want to have sex with you, if you haven't gone on a date yet, it's easier to assume that everyone else is a bitch or a gold digger or a misandrist, because that's an easier pill to swallow. You don't have to contend with the millions of other possibilities. The possibilities which are much more likely than the ones you use to soothe yourself. Incels are the most well-known and controversial bunch of the manosphere. It probably has something to do with the fact that a handful of self-proclaimed incels have taken their frustrations and insecurities offline and into the real world.
The mid to late 2010s and early 20s saw an uptick in incel-related killing sprees. Most notably, in May of 2014, Elliot Rogers ended the life of 6 people, injured 14, and then took his own life. Ahead of his spree, he wrote a 100-plus page manifesto explaining his hatred for women and the misluck he has had with love. Elliot became a god in the incel community, with other incels even following in his footsteps and committing violent sprees. But the incel community started long before 2014.
In fact, the first documented incel group began in the 90s and was actually started by a woman. Alana began an incel mailing site in the late 90s as a way to connect with other people who were lonely across the world. By 2000, Alana was no longer a part of the group, but the idea of an involuntarily celibate person, an incel, lived on. According to Sarah B., there was an incel website made in 2003 called Love Shy. This was a dedicated space for men and women to vent about their lack of dating and their general fear of approaching other people, hence the name Love Shy. Various posts from Love Shy are from men who wish to vent about their lack of success in the dating world and who should also probably be put on a list, because holy shit. To keep it short and sweet, Sarah B describes the forum as militant and hostile to women. In fact, believing that women are inferior and justifying violence against them based on this fact has become a marker of incel ideology.
And you know what? Let me say something too. I keep saying over and over to women, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you live in a state that is very, that has pro-Second Amendment laws, then you should take advantage of that, okay? There should not be any excuse for a lot of women in these states to sit up here and be a victim to the violence of these men. Also, when you do my rule of never going to their place, never letting them know where you live, always meeting them, either you Uber yourself there or you drive yourself to the date, you never get in a car with them alone, you will not be a victim of any violence that they have. And they will think you are so over the top, too much to deal with. They will leave. They will leave you alone. But when you break any of those rules, when you, okay, just this one time, I'm going to sit in the car with you, or just this one time, I'm going to come over to your house, or this, it never ends well with you. It never ends well. Stick to those rules, ladies. But most of all, if you live in a pro-Second Amendment state, there should be no excuse for you to not have a peace in your home. That part right there just gets me every time.
That isn't to say that every involuntarily celibate person has these views, but when we speak about incels in this video specifically, we're speaking about the culture, the online culture that has come to be associated with misogyny and violence. These incels tend to have a negative view of self and gender as a whole. This is the foundation that leads to their hostility and dehumanization of women. It's a belief system that is ultimately strengthened and stoked by the media they consume.
Sarah B considers inceldom to have 3 pillars. The first is their identity and self-perception. It's low. They view themselves as inferior under a system that is operated by women. This mindset relates to other niches we already discussed, like MRAs. Incels, however, have a unique sense of victimhood that exists at odds with their entitlement. They feel entitled to women, especially to a woman's body, and yet they simultaneously feel too unattractive or too unlovable to obtain what they feel entitled.
And these two contradict each other, so isn't this amazing? I'm learning something here.
To. Incels not only have a negative self-view, but they view gender as inherently negative as well. They feel as though they are ostracized vermin who are incapable of obtaining the correct gender. Their attempts at patriarchal masculinity have left them even more isolated and uncomfortable, and this view of gender only gets worse when the ire is directed at women.
Instead of viewing women as people, incels tend to view them as unfeeling cyborgs who only operate out of primal and animalistic need. Women in their eyes seek to control, manipulate, and use men for their own benefit. Again, this aligns with MRA rhetoric, but incels have become their own beast. They believe that respecting women or treating them with kindness and humanity is useless because women aren't worthy of such treatment. Instead of directing that fire outward like an MRA would, incels first began by collecting all of that fire and directing it inward, burning themselves up. This begins a long and complicated process of self-destruction and a growing hatred for others. Once they're unable to take the heat any longer, they turn that blaze outwards, often towards women, and as we've seen, increasingly offline. Moreover, incels have a very unique zeitgeist. They have their own vocabulary, their own dialect. Incel as a word itself is interesting. It's a combination of the words involuntary and celibate, but it elicits such a strong response that it almost exists separately from ordinary language itself. Incels have an entire word bank like this, and these terms are often categorized. They talk about being red-pilled, which is functionally the same as being woke, except their idea of wokeness is drastically different from the more common.
Hold on a second. Read how Francine Hughes handled her abusive husband. How did she? I don't know who that is. I have a skeleton in the back of my car and a few preserved bugs that usually scare people. Girl, that's a cope, Inklet. Girl, You see, this was what I'm talking about, the thinking of women, right? You think Tyrone is gonna, this is just, stop it. You think Tyrone, who's thinking about carjacking you, gonna see a skeleton and go, ah, and run away? Gosh, dude. Unless I'm taking off my jacket. She set him on fire while he was passed out drunk in bed. Oh, now, hello. That's good. I don't want you all to say silly stuff like this, okay? Because when it really comes to being out there in the real world, you have to, unless you live in a privileged area where you don't have to worry about a man invading your home, carjacking you, kidnapping you, or doing something because you rejected his advances because you don't want to give him your number. Okay, I'm thinking like you all have to think survival, and that is the fault of women. It is really the fault of women because you all keep thinking like, oh, it's either not me or I'm not his type or whatever. Okay. So Tyrone is thinking goth girl with issues, easy to pay. I'm a guy and I make sure to tell my friends all of this. The real world is terrifying and nothing wrong with keeping your head on the swivel. Facts. Farrah Fawcett played her in Burning Bed. I seen that movie. Oh, that's who you talking about. Girl, why you just didn't say the Burning Bed movie? Oh, her name is what? Hold on a second. Oh, that's what her name is, Francine Huge? Oh, yeah, girl, I seen that movie. I seen that Burning Bed movie. One of my favorites, I have to admit. It's old, too. It's an old movie, but yeah, I just, yeah. So anyway.
Common use of the term. They believe that to be red-pilled means to wake up and see society for what it really is. In their minds, this means anti-male, matriarchal, and unfair. To curb their ill fate, some red pillers believe that they can alpha their way into the in-group. If they lift enough weights or make enough money,
She pixelated his chest. Is she confirming his gender?
enough girls, then maybe they'll become acceptable men. But other incels, those who take the black pill, believe that there is no cure. Some locks just don't have a key, as Sarah B argues. The term incel itself can be further categorized. Using racial stereotypes, some incels have come to be known as curry cells and rice cells for South Asian and East Asian people, respectively. Interestingly, Stacy's refer to all women, and it seems like this is one of the only terms in the incel community that isn't fractionated into other categories. This perhaps shows just how deeply rooted the incel comes to despise women, generalizing the entire population in one term. Stacy's are seen as universally unintelligent, unsophisticated, and driven by primal female interests. They're natural cheaters, deceivers, and manipulators who tend to prefer chads over incels. Now, chads are the alpha males who epitomize patriarchal masculinity. They're described as insensitive meatheads who are often wealthy, attractive, and dominating. Incels have a very complicated relationship with chads. For some red pillars, their goal is to embody this perfect standard of masculinity.
Yeah, their goal is to either be one, okay, or like, and this is how they try to like, what they call it, looks maxing. All right, what's the other one here? I know one of them is the goal is to be one.
But for the black-pilled incels, chads represent something unobtainable, something that they'll never achieve, which in turn inspires resentment. Keeping in line with the interesting racial category.
Blacks can be chads too. Does she not know that? She think chads is only a white thing?
Chads can come in all shapes and sizes. Black chads are sometimes called Tyrones. And
okay, so she does know that. Okay, all right. I was about to say, I'm like, wait a minute. There are black chads. I don't know if they're called Tyrones or not. I don't use Tyrone as a black chad though, but okay.
in chads might be called changs. The culture of the manosphere is so unique that regardless of one's race, regardless of one's allegiance to whichever niche, the language and the politics remain the same. The black manosphere, if you can call it that, is just as misogynistic, just as patriarchal, and just as invested in white supremacy as other demographics.
You know, the lack of femininity amongst black American chicks is just crazy. They're almost like
so old. This is when O'Shea was in Poland.
Men.
Yeah, I think it's a huge problem because
Oh, this is Steve. Steve Dean, right? Is he still doing anything?
you know,
I interviewed Steve the Dean, I think, a while back, and Steve had not confided. He expressed how he was lucky he knew a lot about women because an older woman made him a man at the age of 13. What's up, Ness, girl? Oh, Suits did it for me. What's up, Mrs. Girl? You's married now. You's married now. Yeah, everybody likes it. Suits did it for me. Everybody's complimenting me on it. I'm not even looking at it. But Steve told me, yeah, you're married now. He admitted that he lost his virginity to an older woman at the age of 13. And I was so shocked that he was like bragging about that. I said, Steve, that lady is a PDF file. I literally couldn't believe this was 2018. I think this happened, right? He literally couldn't believe that he was a victim. And he was like, no, baby, that was wrong what happened to you. That's not a W. And you can see him wrestling with when I was letting him know, I'm like, no, 13, no, that was an older woman. Like, no, that was wrong. I think he stopped bragging about it after that because he kind of realized what I was talking about. He was he was defending her too. He was. I should go get that video. It's still on my channel, by the way. I should really go get it. Yeah. I was like, oh man, this is amazing, dude. I don't say sorry, sorry, Steve. I said, you a victim, baby. Okay, she a PDF file. Yeah, it's still on the Tree of Logic channel. It's still there. So that was an interesting interview. I enjoyed talking with him though. That was a good interview, but that right there was one of those shockers that somebody tell you about. You're like, whoa, no, you're a victim. You're a victim. You're a victim. She wasn't supposed to do that to you, Steve.
we want to be appreciated. We want to be loved. We want to be treated well. And unfortunately, not generalizing, but a lot of black women don't know how to take care of a man. She doesn't know her place at the table. She wants to be head of household. She wants to be first. She wants to be king. So if you want to be head of everything and you don't want to do the necessary things like cook, clean, fuck.
Gee, this weird hill that people are willing to die on is getting a little crowded. What connects incels back to the rest of the manosphere, besides the misogynistic terrorism, is the idea of gender confusion. Sarah B's research into inceldom reveals that these men start off extremely confused about their performance of masculinity. One incel explained that centuries ago, a man's primary role was to provide and protect. Now, we aren't quite sure. Our roles are no longer defined, and none of us can agree upon a clear model of what it means to be considered an attractive man. Except, this isn't true. As much as we want to blame the liberal woke left Zoomers, this is an issue that has existed longer than any of us can even comprehend. Alexander Avila, for instance, published a video essay in October of 2023 that shows the history of the so-called masculine crisis. He notes how men of the past struggled with being perfect men. These men weren't somehow any better at gender than men are today. There isn't some principle of manhood that has been lost to time and space. Jordan Peterson's participation within the manosphere is especially interesting to me.
She's going to get on Jordan Peterson. She has a boner against Jordan Peterson, dude. Like, oh my God. Okay.
around yet. Sometimes it's just small lies that seem harmless and true, yet are quickly debunkable. On more than one occasion, he has stated that Nazis don't exist in Canada, which on its head is already a little truth about this. It's a ball.
I don't care about Jordan Peterson!
And make exploiting them into watching his, but making you make it funny and in the manosphere when.
Feminist writer Minnie Bruce Pratt states, "How are men going to change? The meeting between two people where one opposes the other is the point of change. But I don't want the personal contact. I don't want to do it. When people talk about not giving men our energies, I agree with that. They have to deliver themselves."
There are women who feel jilted, abandoned, and dehumanized by men. Women who believe that caring about men is somehow anti-feminist and against their better interests. This actually became more clear to me after I posted my Matt Rife video. There were infrequent yet loud voices in that comment section that derided me for analyzing men's relationship to the patriarchy. They emphasized their lack of interest or care in such topics. They implored me to focus on women and our struggles only. One comment stressed that I was censoring men. Another said that these women, meaning me, I guess, simply can't understand how censoring men won't save me or them. A few things, and then I'm gonna get out of your hair. What do you mean by these women? Also, I think it's a bit silly to say that I'm censoring men when I have 1 or 2 videos on my entire channel that explicitly talk about men. I have over 30 videos that exclusively talk about women and feminism. And in general, most of my nearly 70 videos center the conversation around women's culture and girlhood. Even in the 2, now 3 videos that I talk about men, I still talk about misogyny and other discrimination. And it's also like, I think we kind of forget that YouTube videos are not full conversations. We tend to think that a YouTube video ending is the end of a conversation. There is a multitude my videos because complete as attention and see what so many disconnected and divested from men is valid. I understand why so many people are unwilling or even uncomfortable with the idea of listening to these types of videos. I wouldn't want to be told that the people who are most likely to hurt me, who have hurt me in the past, are also victims in their own ways. Because how does that make me feel any better? There have been centuries of domination.
Well, it's not our problem. Yeah? Okay? It's not our problem. This is something, you know, like them being victims give them no right to create other victims, and it gives them no right to attack women who are not as strong as them. So, yeah, that's the answer to that.
Dehumanization, objectification, all of which are still occurring. Under the patriarchy, women do not feel loved by men, and therefore do not feel comfortable or safe loving in return. Telling women that they have to work alongside men or even think about men for more than 5 seconds feels like pressing on a wound. Even men in progressive spaces often perpetuate misogyny. They continue to nurse their own biases and end up hurting people they claim to advocate for. I have no problem admitting that I'm afraid of men. I grew up being abused by a man.
Okay, so I can't relate to this. I didn't see this part. I'm not afraid of men. So, and if you were abused by men, okay, you heal, you rehabilitate, you move on, but then you also fix it to where you're never abused or you're never abused again. Did that make sense? Does that make sense, ladies? Like, you cannot use your past as a way of saying, oh, this is why I'm not going to deal with men anymore because of what has happened in the past. You understand your past does not equate to your presence or your future, yeah? She hasn't gotten over her trauma. Well, when's she going to get over it? So you can't hold your trauma forever as a Band-Aid or as like a unhealed wound. It will be infected. Then next thing you know, you're going to have to cut off your leg because you got gangrene. You need to heal from this.
I've been harassed by men. I don't have many fruitful connections or relationships with men. I literally only talk to one man on a regular basis, and that's because I've been able to establish a sense of trust and safety with him. Now, is this fear and hurt valid?
No.
Absolutely.
No. It's not. It's not. You only, out of all the men, you only talk to one.
Absolutely. But does it convince me of separatism? No.
Okay, I don't want to listen to her no more. See, this is where you lose me. This is where you lose me with this whole thing of, because you're no different than the red pill. These red pill men get hurt by women all the time. These red pill men, okay, sit up here and they get ghosted, they get stood up, they get they realize they had to go and pay a lot of money through court system, they get incarcerated, you know what I'm saying? They go through all this stuff, you know, and maybe even physical abuse. And then they go into the red pill and they're like, yeah, you should stay away from them heifers and this, that, and the other. Next thing you know, like they start hating women and don't want to associate with women because they haven't healed from their past traumas. You know, when you are a grown adult, it's time to heal, baby. That goes for men and women. And I'm not going to sit up here and let you use that as an excuse to sit up here and say, yes, this is acceptable behavior to just alienate myself from all men because I'm afraid of them. I'm not afraid of men. I'm not. And if you carry on that energy, all right, they will sense it. Men don't fit. Men, I don't fear men. Men don't mess with me. I don't have to deal with this. And it's like, it's like, and we all got trauma. So, and let's be clear. If we're going to use this whole thing like, oh, she was abused by her father. Well, I was abused by my mama, but I love women. I know that the physical torture that I went through with my mom does not mean that all women are like that. So it would be so unfair. It would be so unfair if I was to say, I don't deal with none of them women. I don't like no women because my mama would beat my ass all the time. She tortured me because, you know, she blamed me for her and my father divorcing. And therefore, I don't trust any women no more. Do you know how crazy that sounds? I want you to understand that. Do you understand me saying, I don't want to have nothing else to do with women because of my mama? You got to flip it around. You got to flip it and say, okay, that just like she was abused by a male family member, that does not mean all males are this way. I even said on my Twitter too, and I know it doesn't, I know a lot of women, a lot of feminists that follow me don't like this. I don't care, right? Because I'm not going to subscribe to this thing of, oh, all women should be allies. No. So this is what I said. I said that I got the picture of a woman during the Salem witch trial. You know, she's handcuffed. You know, very beautiful woman, right? That they accuse of her being a witch. And I said, meet the original pygmies of America, which started in Salem, Massachusetts, also known as the Salem witch trials. Being nice and loving to evil women who hate us will end badly for you. Just because we're women doesn't mean we're sisters. True sisterhood is earned, not given. I don't like this mentality that some of you bitches have, that just because a woman is XX chromosome, she's an ally, whether she knows it or not. This is how you get got every time. I would never be nice. I would never be friend to some woman who let me know she's my enemy. And I appreciate when they let me know that they're my enemy. I like the fact they let me know, oh yeah, I don't deal with you, Tree. I think you women need to be barefoot and pregnant. We need to not vote. We need to sit up here and not work. We don't need to have bank accounts. We shouldn't own land. Heifer, you ain't no better than Andrew Tate, and I'm going to come after you with even more venom. Okay? So that's what I want y'all to understand. Like, nah, I don't. And that's the reason why these girls, some of these girls that follow me, they get a little too comfortable. Because they see me say a bunch of stuff against men. But baby, you next if you think that we cool just because we got uterus and you think I'm going to play this victimhood, this I'm a weak person thing. That's not me. Never have, never will be. So I don't play that. So anyway. Oh, you in Massachusetts, Moni? I didn't know that. You got an accent. Your cousin from Boston. Hold on. I'm so sorry I was late for that. Listen, I don't watch TV. So when I was in the hotel room, was it last weekend? I was watching a little TV before I went on my 11-hour sleep. Okay. And that commercial kept coming on, and it tickled me to no end. Come to find out, that commercial's been going on for the last 6 years. Or no, 4 years. 4 years. It's been going on for the last 4 years. That was my first time seeing that commercial this past weekend. I thought it was funny as hell. Your cousin from Boston. Some feminists be thinking they strong by playing victim. Nah, I don't never play victim. And that's where the disconnect is coming from with me and a lot of the ladies. Okay? A lot of that disconnect comes in when they think I'm like, oh, you should look, I'm not dealing with any men. Why? I don't sit up here and look at men as the enemy. Okay? Jeez Louise. Shaquilla Robinson, who's that? She trusted her girlfriends and they beat her to death. Pearl gets shanked for facts, Bella. Facts. So, nah, dude. Think y'all trust a woman over anybody. Nah, you show me that you, but once again, I want you to understand the problems we're having with men right now is all because of women. So the pick-me's are a problem. And I'm not going to sit up here and be patient with these crazy people. I need to do a video on Lauren Chen, though. I do need to. I can't stand that heifer. Speaking of pick-me's, gosh, dude, I'm looking forward to her getting, taken down. So it is what it is. All right, guys, let's do a cool down. I'm going to look at my avatar because I know you guys been looking at it the whole time. So that I can, I'm going to leave this up. Oh, I like the way that looks on there. Yeah, I got to fix the, I'm stretching. I got to fix the windows. I'll fix it though. So look at me, y'all. I'm a police woman. Look at my police uniform. Everything like that. It loops so perfectly. You know what I'm saying? She just sits there and then all of a sudden she moves her head slightly above, like slightly moving her head, and then she pulls up her arm. Like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. These people, what they think they doing? Okay. I had one feminist telling me a guy who pays for sex is a R-wordist. What? Her stupidity offended me so badly I blocked her. Good for you, TJ. Oh, God. Some people think by cowering to men that they will be saved. Wrong. They think the same thing with these women that are like Pearl or Rachel. They think, oh, if we nice to them, that we'll win them over. Don't you know the first people that will shank you? So, no. You like it, Lady D? Lady Lee, sorry. Harry Terry, you came here late. We about to drop off soon. So, hold on a second. Let me look at Kick.
Hey, where are the white women at?
Overtime pay for extending the stream.
Thank you, Joe. I appreciate it. Thank you. James, she deleted a bunch of. Oh, hold on. Who are you talking to, James? James, who deleted a bunch of tweets? Lauren. Oh, she did? Oh. Uh-oh. Dun, dun, dun. Uh-oh. Hi, you're hello over there on Twitch to his royal dudeliness. Sorry, I got the Twitch chat behind me, so I just turned around and saw you was in the chat. Hello, welcome to my Twitch. She deleted them, but Twitter still has them. Dude, oh God, I need to start rubbing it in her face that, but I'm just waiting for her to get arrested or something, because right now they saying they filed charges, but I ain't been hearing about nobody going to jail, so I can't take them seriously. So I'm like, if the DOJ filed charges, then okay, when we gonna see her go to jail? So that's what I'm thinking. Like, and has she said anything? The fact that she deleted a lot of tweets, that's telling. I wondered if she deleted any tweets between me and her. I just got done off the bike. Damn, that was more efficient than walking. I'm thinking about getting one of those, not an Apple one. I want to get a cheaper one that works. I want to get one of those things that you put on your wrist and it can monitor how many steps you make. So that's what I want to do. But I don't know. I'm not trying to spend a whole bunch of money on some stuff like that. So I use the one on my phone. Yeah, but you're gonna have to keep the phone around you though. And I don't have that relationship with my Fitbit. Hold on, what is Fitbit? Let's look at this. Fitbit. For kids, I should buy one. My wrist could fit one for kids. How much these things cost? Y'all know I'm Jewish, right? Buy on Google Store. $159? I don't think so. $159? Child, please. No, thank you. Oh no. $159. How crazy is that? How crazy is that? I could count myself if I'm going to do all of that. That's $159. I want one around my what is a pedometer? Let me see. In my opinion, gaming makes the best watches, especially. I don't want to hear none of this who makes the best watches. I'm not spending $159 on no damn watch. Okay? And I'm not carrying around my phone. You guys understand? I am not carrying around my phone, so stop telling me about the phone. I'm not doing that. I don't have my phone around me right now. Why would I carry around my phone? A step tracker. Hold on a second. They ridiculous. Did you girl. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, see, I could these are the prices, not this one. I could deal with a price like this, $30, you know what I'm saying? I would buy it for $40. Not no $159. And you understand you gotta pay tax on that. So I'm like, no way I would sit up here and spend. So this is more of my speed. Now I gotta figure out which one I want. Hold on. How do you do this? You do this with that and okay. So this one, I like this one actually. Let's see, what is this? Smartwatch, 1.83 inches touchscreen smartwatch with Alexa. No, it's got Alexa in it. No, thank you. Let's see the $20 one. I don't want no Alexa in nothing. Okay. Energy wall fitness tracker with step counter, calorie stopwatch, activity tracker with heart rate monitor, IP68, smartwatch pedometer. I don't need all of this. I just needed to say, hey, you walked this many steps today. Why do you just don't keep anything basic? I don't want all that. Let's go cheap then, since it's like, I don't need you to count my calories. I count my own calories. Heart monitor, large screen, activity tracker with pedometer, sleep monitor, calories, and step counter. S5 ATM waterproof smartwatch for women. Okay. Well, we'll look at this one there, chat. We'll look at that one. Nina is right. A clip-on pedometer is cheap. Well, we found them. Don't look up how expensive watches can be. There are some that are thousands of dollars. It's ridiculous. Yeah, very ridiculous. They ain't got me. I ain't buying that. I think the ones on your wrist are more secure. Get a portable clip-on. No, I'm just gonna have one on my wrist. I'm gonna have the one on my wrist. I'm not really good with keeping anything clipped to my clothes that long anyway. You can turn off all the other options. Oh, okay. If I could turn off all the other options, because this is all I want the thing to do is say, Tree, you walked 55,800 steps today. That's all I wanted to do. That's all I wanted to do is tell me how many times I stepped today. That's all. That's it. I don't need it to tell me how many calories I done had. I don't need it to tell me any. I just need it to tell me, hey, you walked this many things today. That's all I wanted to do. So there's that. 50,000. Well, not 50,000. I think that's crazy, isn't it? Wait a minute. Those are inaccurate, Tree. I got a smartwatch from Aldi, and it was get a pedometer. We already got it. Yeah, Nina requested that. I'm not getting no smartwatch. I'm getting one of these cheap things. You can put them on your shoes. I don't wear shoes all the time. That's the thing. Ladies and gentlemen, please believe me when I tell you I know how my habits are. I can't have anything clipped to my body. I can't carry around no phone. And I'm not going to have nothing in my shoes. I don't have shoes on right now. Okay? I have to have something around my wrist. If I keep something around my wrist, I can keep up with how many steps I have. But no, I can't do anything. So, sometimes it's worth spending the extra money for better quality. No, it's not. it's not when it's something basic like tell me how many times I walked today, how many steps I took today. You don't have to spend a lot of money for there's no we're gonna watch Bella, we're gonna watch a Tate documentary, but we're gonna watch it on Kick, and I'll let you guys know when that's gonna happen. Okay. I appreciate that you don't wear shoes inside. My husband and I are the same way. No, yeah, I don't wear no shoes inside. That's what I'm saying. Like I could not sit up here and put stuff in my shoes when my shoes are at the door. I think you were looking at the wrong Tate documentary. Crayons has a new one in his Twitter. Comes out tomorrow. We clicked on it, James. James, I was on. That's how I know you came to James, that's how I'm gonna ignore you, because you came to my stream late. Because that's how I got to the documentary. Okay, I got to the documentary through Crayon's Twitter. So you got here late, as all y'all always coming. What I tell y'all, coming to my daggone chat late, and then y'all don't know what happened before then. Y'all need to sit down over in your little corner with your helmet on and eat your food. If you're going to get a smartphone, I'm not getting a smartphone. I don't like smartphones. So. Uh-oh. Sorry. Are you going live for the debate? When is that, Bella? Hold on, guys. Let me fix this. Okay. When is that, Bella? Did I just go low? Hold on. Okay, I just fixed it. The 10th? That's Tuesday. What time? Dun 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 dun. Wet fashion. Dun 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 dun. Wet dun dun. That song is in my head right now because I kept listening to it all morning on a loop. What time is it? Y'all know what time is it on Tuesday? Because that's this Tuesday. Once defended a movie. Oh yeah. Did you see I've been trying to keep up with some of that. That's right, Michael. That's a short bus. I'll be there. I'll be here. However, I'll be playing video games with a friend. However, I'll be in and out from time to time. Okay. At 9 p.m. I think I will be streaming it. If it starts at 9, that's a definite. I will be streaming it. And I'll be in front of the camera. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. I'm walking. I'm laughing to the bank like ha ha ha. Okay. All right, guys. So we had what is this? A 3-hour stream? We had a 3-hour stream today. Okay. So, all right, guys. I have to go. So listen, I need you guys' help. I need your help. Tomorrow I am going to premiere the interview that I did with Jasmine. Please watch the premiere. Please share the video. And I'm going to post it I'm going to have it scheduled on my Twitter. And I want you guys to like it and give some good reviews. It really was a good interview. And so it's a PG version of it that I'm going to upload tomorrow morning. Probably going to be at about 11 a.m. I'm going to have it premiered. So be sure to check that out. Once again, thank you, Suits, for making me an awesome background. I I love it. The chat loves it also, as always, I see. And yeah, I'll be fine tuning the thing here, okay? Then on Tuesday I will have we will be at 1 o'clock. We will be doing on Twitter. We'll be doing the podcast, but I'll also have the updated version of it for the podcast on here as well. So I'm going to be releasing that, and I'm going to have that Myron video probably released on Wednesday or Thursday. But so since nobody had the unedited version, I guess I'll do it myself. And have just a regular video. So there's that. Okay, taters. Thank you so much for coming. I'm about to go and finish up this video. So tomorrow it will be the premiere of the interview between me and Jasmine. Be sure to check it out. And then I'll see you guys on Tuesday on my political channel. We will do. Thank you for reminding me about the debate. And yeah, we'll go from there. Okay. So take care. See you then. Later, taters.